Yep.
Hello, everybody. New transition. I hope that you guys liked it. I know it fucks my audio, so we'll see if you guys are actually able to hear me right now. Here are all of these awesome VTubers hanging out with me, and we're going to be playing Blood on the Sand, my D&D campaign.
Like how I'm at the table, I'm just kneeling down.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of people are at the back.
I put all the people with full body PNGs on the left, and then Undyne and Valentin on the right.
Yeah. I like to picture that I'm making Valentin bend forward on his hands and knees, and I'm using his body as a seat.
Hands and knees. Hold on, I'm holding a pistol right here.
Yeah, it's a tripod, my guy. You have to bring appendages down.
The floor of the Roughworks Tavern is just very slanted.
Yeah.
I really want to sniff these books.
We want to thank our sponsor of this stream. River has started an OnlyFans, and it is the way we are providing the stream for you guys.
I'm gonna come out, and you guys are gonna get a free one of my Donathon things, and I'm just gonna tell a story real quick. I actually tried to start an OnlyFans before I was a VTuber, but they didn't accept my ID because they don't accept the Canadian health card. Yeah, you remember when I tried this? I was
hilarious.
I was planning on doing tasteful, funny D&D nudes, with D20s covering up my nips and shit. And sexy poses, sexy gamer girl style poses with the D&D handbook and stuff like that. But OnlyFans said no, you're not real. Canadian ID is just such a problem in online circumstances because the internet doesn't know how it works and our government sucks. It's why my PayPal's frozen right now. It's just, oh my god. But yeah,
let's not open that can of worms again.
Yeah, let's.
It is just fucked right now.
Yeah,
not in the fun way.
No,
not in a good way.
Not in the way I was going to be showing content on my OnlyFans. Oh god, never too late to bring it back. River Chat says, "You never know. Maybe one day I will." But to go over my normal preambles before we get into the actual content, and all my VTuber friends reintroduce themselves. Surprise! You got to do introductions today again, fellas. We are, first off, in the middle of my subathon donathon, and don't let the title fool you, we're at 102. out of our 700 goal. In the next 13 subs, that means that chat gets to order me dinner. I will order out, and it will be as cursed or delicious as you want it, as long as it can be delivered here. I have no allergies, and I am not a picky eater, so I will even try new stuff, super spicy or super just outside of my culture. Like, I know there's been a lot of jokes about me maybe eating crickets soon, and I'm scared, but I will absolutely try it as long as you can order it. Excellent, that's what I was waiting on and stalling for. Thank you so much.
I mean, or we could make him eat ghost pepper again.
You can find all of our lovely... Saf and I did the cast command at the same time, meaning that you're going to very much see... You're going to see everyone's socials posted twice. But hey...
You don't even trust your mod to do your own job right. Come on.
The VTubers, so nice, we're showing you where to find them twice. Hey, thanks for the raid, Undyne. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, it's the quasi-host when hosting doesn't work anymore.
Yay! I love it. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm so sorry too right now. My cat has decided she needs attention, and if my model does anything weird, it's because Pixel has forced me to pick her up, or she will climb my body. And now she's drooling everywhere. Okay. Anyways, back to the preamble.
Lovingly.
Yeah, I can't have my hands on the keyboard anymore, Saf, because I'm full of cat right now. So I will trust you to do the rest of the commands. The VTT of choice that we use is Fantasy Grounds. I'm affiliated with them. Purchasing any of the books or subscribing to them earns me a small commission, and that's pretty helpful. If you want to join one of my D&D games, this one is full, but I do have other ones running, including 1-1, a campaign set in the same city as Cyberpunk Edgerunners. So if you want to play Cyberpunk Red, which is the tabletop RPG that inspired Cyberpunk 2077 and Cyberpunk Edgerunners, which, by the way, the franchise, not a lot of people know this, has been going on since the 80s. So there's a lot of lore. Like, all the characters you see in the game, 2077, and in Edgerunners, are actually player characters played on podcasts or things that the company, Artelsorian Games and CD Projekt Red, liked, and then included them in the lore officially forever, which is super cool.
Game as well?
Yeah, in the game.
I don't know if the Cyberpunk predated it or not.
Yeah, no, the tabletop RPG predates the game. It was made in the 80s.
Oh, yeah,
it's been around a long time.
Yeah, Cyberpunk...
No, not like the board game predating the video...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the video game's just the most recent entry. Same for the new anime by Trigger, which is really fucking good, by the way. But I'm mad because somehow they ripped off the entire story of my campaign. Because it's the exact, it's eerily fucking similar. Like, legit right now, the players in my campaign have been working towards finding a Militech base to get a exoskeleton suit for one of the characters who wants to cyber himself out to be full Borgware like Adam Smasher and like the damn characters in that anime. So I'm very frustrated. Oh, yep, thank you, Saf, for pushing
it.
Yeah, I predicted
Spoilers!
it. For oh yeah, shit, I guess that was spoilers. Anyways, Saf is helping moving my ADHD along. You can support me directly through bits, subs, or donating to my Ko-Fi. Donations on the Ko-Fi and bits, we roll a d20, you get a unique reward from that. There's my throne as well. You can suggest stuff, or you can contribute to anything on the throne. And lastly, you can follow me on Twitter at my socials there. All right. Last time on Blood on the Sand.
I thought we were going to introduce everyone first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you know what? No, he's right. I forgot. I forgot. That's a lot of bark redeems. So, 1-1. I'm going to raise that redeem price, Eldritch. You have too many points. 1-1.
Put a cooldown on it.
1-1. Yeah, I guess I got it. Saf, can you fix that mid-stream for me?
Let's go. 1-1, everyone.
You know what, Mora, you're first. Go first. 1-1.
I haven't debuted yet. I'm an elf. No, I'm actually not an elf. Never mind.
Good start.
1-1.
You're a hoarder.
1-1. The admittance of it. All right, that's it. I'm not doing any more. You've redeemed too much of that.
I'm on my points.
Oh my god, fine. 1-1. Saf, please fix that redeem. Put it on a cooldown. Please! I need my mod. Oh my god, my cat doesn't like me barking. She just ran away. 1-1. We're caught up. Mora, go.
Hi, it's me again. I'm Mora. I guess I'm introducing myself again. I'm not an elf. Yeah, okay. Cool. Next person.
Okay. All right.
You turn against you.
1-1. 1-1. Right, you're next. We're going left to right.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was gonna
Hey,
say, right.
I'm Riley. I'm an Oath of Conquest Paladin VTuber. I primarily stream Final Fantasy XIV, but do a bunch of variety. Yay!
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 Hi, I'm Valtteri the Brimstone Angel. I am an angelic Hell Knight. I stream a lot of ASMR, and I occasionally do gaming content. I am moving more and more into making D&D content as well. Thank you. Nice to meet you all.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Nice to meet you too. Undyne, our new player.
Hi. I am Undyne Arashi. I am a siren VTuber, gaming and singing and whatnot, and I am playing a cleric of the Zeal domain. Rough and tough and ready to rumble, brother. That's not gonna be my character's voice.
Not only that, brother.
I'm not just a Hulk Hogan reskin, I promise. No, it's not. It's not canon. I do, however, fun little parting the curtain moment. I have a charisma of 6, so that's gonna come through in some special ways.
Very unlike Hulk Hogan.
Not only that,
I think she's just edgy. It's fine.
Not only that, but Undyne, and I want to promote this because I like it, and I've talked about it a few times already when, saying, hey, Undyne's going to be joining us soon. Undyne recently came out with an original song, and it's really good. The link is in the Twitch chat right there. It is Cutthroat, and it's really, really good. So you should definitely check it out. Drop it a like so this way the algorithm doesn't bury it forever. Give her a subscription. She definitely deserves it. It's really, really good. I listened to it a few times now. There it is. Dog ear toggle. Yeah, it's amazing. It's really good, chat. So, yeah, check it out. Also, for my players, too, if any of you guys ever want me to, link a specific thing that you've done, like an ASMR video, Val, that you're, into, let me know. Another roll? All right, Mika, I will roll a d20 for you once we get started, but the redeem you might have to hold on to. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. And lastly, and probably leastly, Valentin. 1-1. 1-1. God damn it.
Hello, everyone. It is time for another session of the VIP Lounge, which we all know stands for... That's right, Valentin's Inspirational Promotion. I would just like to point out real quick for everyone that, if you ever feel down about how you don't know as many things as someone else, or something about, you haven't grasped something yet, did you know that the max capacity of the human brain is 2.5 petabytes, which is not infinite, by the way? That means that you'll always be able to know something that someone else doesn't.
Well, I think I know a lot of things that you don't.
Well, I think I know a lot of things that you don't. For instance, how to,
If you bring up halberd, I'm going to be pissed, because that's how it's pronounced.
That's what I was waiting for.
Halberd, for instance, is a thing that I know how to pronounce, but River doesn't.
I'm saying it the same way you are, halberd.
Sure.
I gotta be honest, you're not saying it the same way, but
do you want to do you want to get some whole wheat bird later on?
Tilted. Anyways, that's enough for the VIP Lounge this week. My name is River. For those who don't know me, I am a College of Swords bardic dancer VTuber. I inspire people through dance and being a dumbass. Head's empty, but the heart's full of gold, guys. All right. With that, I do a bunch of D&D games too, so definitely consider joining into one of my other games. Let's go to the Misty Step. There we are. We're here now. Oh shit, I forgot to set up everybody over. Okay, on the break, the other VTubers PNGs will be down here as well. Forgot to set up Future Tech on this overlay. Anyways, for the time being, can bards even learn Misty Step? Yeah, we talked about this before. College of Lore bards can. Meaning I'm cheating right now by having it. Last time on Blood on the Sand, and let me get the music up. Got it. The party had been sailing through the blood sand. Along the way, they discovered that someone they were traveling with, a man known as Naharim, had betrayed them in an attempt to kill his childhood friend, the person that the party has been transporting, Nazief. The way he was trying to kill them is that he had been dripping his blood behind their skiff the entire time, allowing an awful creature to catch, follow their scent. The party decided to keep the traitor alive, engaged in a nasty chase as a horrible remnant from the era of shaping pursued them. Through Xandra's expert driving, Valentin's willingness to sacrifice a mage, Lloyd's powering the skiff using a wind fan, and Clang Clang on lookout managed to navigate through the blood sands into an area filled with plateaus and crashed the damaged skiff into a tight passageway the creature could not follow them through. After getting a long rest, the party discovered that in the small area they're in, the center stone here was capable of being moved. Inferring that this was a tomb, the party still decided to move the slab, revealing a stairway down, a magic item that Xandra pried out, only to have some strange black skull smoke manifest and dissipate over her body.
I'm fine, don't worry.
The magic item was a pearl of defense, which was handed off to Clang Clang.
Without my permission, it was just taken from me and given
It
to
was
her.
literally just taken and then just given. I was like, oh, cool, a thing. I'm a bird, thanks.
I was like holding on to it, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I found this item." And then they were just like, "Give this to her." Oh, okay.
Here you go, Clink Clink. Oh, nice.
You now are sitting at the steps that lead down into this tomb. The various guards that work for Ravina's Spears, the mercenary company that the Snake Charmer hired to protect you all, intend to stay up here and keep watch while you're in the tomb. One of them, however, steps forward, volunteering to come with you. Deirdre, you've been with the party the whole time. I'd like you to describe what your character looks like.
Deirdre... Wait, hang on. Double click on the token of your character on the character. Okay.
Real quick. Can you put Deirdre's token on the page? Is it already on the page?
Yep.
So that okay, yeah. If you
I have to. I forgot to. Yep. Hold on. Let me allow me to show you the map.
Yeah. I think I was wondering. Okay, cool, perfect.
Awesome. Sorry.
Thank you very much. Deirdre is a tall, very muscular, half-orc woman. She still has, like, her face is what you would call attractive, but it has this sort of permanent scowl. RBF, if you will. Resting bitch face. She looks like she's got this just absolute... She looks like she's been having an awful day, regardless of the state of whatever's been going on around her. She's probably been pretty quiet throughout all of your travels, taking care of loading and unloading things on the caravans, shining her armor and fixing her hair into like a very neat braid to keep it out of her face. But she has dark, sort of purplish black hair and piercing green eyes.
Excellent.
Resting bitch face is just another word for resting bastard. No, badass face. Holy shit.
Third time's a charm.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Very.
So real quick as well to cut in, because this isn't super intrusive. Mika donated some bits, meaning he got to roll a d20. He rolled 11, meaning vicious mockery, and I have to insult him. So,
Well,
let me carry on while I come up with an insult with describing your characters. Who's going to approach the resting bitch face orc that has volunteered to come with you.
That doesn't become my nickname from here on out. Hey, what's up, RBF?
Korean fork. Let's get over here.
Yeah.
Your face always looked like that.
Excuse me?
Wow.
Yeah, you always so grumpy.
Are you always this intrusive?
Absolutely. It's kind of a character trait of mine. I like to ask a lot of questions, get in there, discover the truth real quick, you know.
Annoying. And then she goes back to polishing the shield. You're not leaving? What? The...
No, I'm chilling right here.
Suit yourself.
What you look like?
Yeah. What do you look like?
Oh, what do I look like? Oh, sorry,
Yes.
I forgot we were describing. About average height, woman, but the only thing about her that looks not human is that she's got like really dark blue hair and very iridescent blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
She wears average robes. She carries a quarterstaff, and she has a bag on her back, and that's about it. Very clearly has a thick accent that doesn't do wonders for her. That's
And
about
then
it.
Clang Clang is? So is that Clang Clang that was just talking, or was that Xandra?
That was Sandra.
Sandra.
Xandra. Okay. Is Clang Clang saying anything?
So Clang Clang is a kenku. They're very bird-like, as you can see. They have very dark blue feathers with yellow eyes. They're just wearing, just basic black cloak with some rogue gear. She carries two little daggers, short sword, and a crossbow. And Clang Clang's gonna be kind of like walking up behind you and like looking at what you're doing, just really intrigued by how you're polishing your armor. And she's gonna kind of get very close to you and try to like grab whatever you have to start polishing your armor, and just try to like mimic what you're doing.
Is it okay if I roll a D100 to see how I react? Like whether or not.
Yeah, you can react however you want.
If I can get in
Okay.
there,
I need. Yeah, it's I
Meanwhile-
envision.
I'm going in for the kill.
Yeah,
Meanwhile-
exactly. So either I'm gonna sit back and watch you do this in just kind of disbelief, or I'm gonna grab your beak and pull you up to me and say, "What are you doing?"
Nice.
Escalation.
Wow, what? What do you want? She's like, just popping in and grabbing my shit. How? This is a good test
So
for me. How would I roll a D100?
in the chat bar, you see under the chat
Yeah.
all the dice.
Well, I see the physical dice. Yeah.
Oh shoot! Also, don't forget, guys. I need Xandra, Clang Clang, and Deirdre. All of you in the color palette are using black, meaning that I can't tell when you roll dice or you draw on the map. So in the top right, under the tools in Fantasy Grounds, you should see a little like artist thingamajigger, and it says
sorry, I
colors.
think
Does it reset every time?
No,
I changed it to like a dark
Because
blue.
it
Yeah,
might have
it's
reset for
reset.
some of you. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So what I realized on my own sheet is when I had a second sheet, it brought me back to black. So it could be that for
Oh,
some
yeah.
reason, when you're not on your active sheet, it brings you back to the standard, which is black dice with white text.
Does that
So
help at all?
yeah,
I
it's
don't
all
know,
super
but
changed.
maybe.
Although
Okay.
Mora and Valtria, the both of you somehow managed to change it to the exact same
Stop,
color
I-
again.
Oh, hold on. I'll change. I'll change. I'm sorry.
Look, my
We're
character's
just
hair
so
is dark
insane.
blue, okay? That's why I want it.
My feathers are dark blue. What do you want? My whole body. It's my whole
Okay,
body.
fine. I'll
no,
change.
No. I'll just go here. I'll be like a blue.
That works.
Blue.
Blue.
Boom.
Blue.
So if you go down underneath the chat bar, you should see your slightly green dice now.
Yes.
Undyne. You should see the D10. Right click it and hit roll 2. The first number you roll
Oh,
is
sick.
in the tens column. The second number is in the ones column.
What? Hang on.
So-
I'm confused.
Just roll the dice and I'll explain it to you when you roll it. There's two
You
D10.
can
Okay.
click the percentage for D100.
Oh yeah, you could also click the percentage. And you right click
It's
over the
It's a whole wheel.
Well, that was 14.
Just bear with me. I'm trying my best. That wasn't very good. Hang on. So I right click it. I click on the percentage, and
There
then
you
do I
go.
left click to roll?
No,
or
that's
what am
good. It just rolled. See? Oh, wait, no, that was
that wasn't
Xandra
my
doing
dice.
it. Yeah.
Wait, how
Sorry,
did you
I was
do
testing
that?
it out.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
there you
if
go.
you right click on the D10, there's a percentage.
Oh, yeah,
and you
yeah.
can just
Okay, unfortunately, I'm gonna
Oh
be
my
grabbing.
God.
I'm gonna grab this bird's.
Oh my
dick.
god!
That is not. Whoa.
Clang,
Yeah,
Clang,
yeah.
are you resisting being grabbed, or are you just going to allow the roleplay to happen that your beak is currently ensnared by this
it's just
half
my
orc?
beak gets snatched. I'm gonna be very startled and try to like grab her arms with my two little feathery claws and try to like pull like my beak out of her grasp.
you got yourself in there in a pickle, didn't you?
I kind of turn away from this scrawny bird that is flailing in my hand and say, "It's not polite to grab something that doesn't belong to you." You know.
Before Mika lurks, I want to give him his insult real quick. So, Mika, I still hope you're here. Yeah, you remind me of Rapunzel, but instead of letting down your hair, the only thing that you let down is your friends.
Oh!
Take that
How'd that
psychic
go,
damage.
Ow.
That's a good one.
Thank you. I think I killed someone.
Oh, I felt that.
It was a reward redeem. I'm not just insulting him out of nowhere, Chad, for those just tuning in. Someone should clip it in case he was already lurking too for me, so I can send it to him later. Anyways, carry on with your interaction. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to make sure I got in there.
After I say that, I also let go of Clang Clang's beak and kind of straighten up a bit and say, "It's also not polite to grab someone's face, so sorry." And then I go back to polishing my shield again.
Clang Clang's gonna mimic her and be like, "It's not polite to grab someone's face either."
It said exactly in your voice. Exact same Sloan, exact same. It's like legit as if you just said it yourself, Undyne. As you hear that while you're turning away, you hear your own voice behind you, mimicked back.
I kind of tilt my head at that, not in like annoyance, but curiosity. Your friend there, looking at Xandra. Xandra? Am I saying which one? Chris?
Potato. This really doesn't matter.
Okay, potato.
Yeah, just call it potato. That's fine.
yeah.
I mean, you've got a charisma of 6. You could just come out the bats insulting me.
Hey, what's up, Spuddy? No. Your friend there. Do they do this with everyone?
Yeah. She likes to be a little bit curious. She just likes to see what you're doing. She likes to mimic things. Anything you're doing, really. She also can't really speak for herself. So, any and every time that she goes to speak, it will be copying someone else. Don't take it personally. It's just how she communicates.
Kind of think. Go to a bag of equipment, take out a small, like, metal object, like a metal plate or maybe a pocket watch or something. I hand it to Clang Clang and find a similar rag to mine and then begin polishing my shield. And see if they polish with me.
I'm going. Clang Clang's gonna grab it and look down at it, and then back at her, and then it finally like clicks, and Clang Clang is just gonna move and like go right beside them and just start doing the same exact motions as she does, pretty much the same time.
Real quick learner.
I look at my periphery and I just keep doing it, but there's like slightly less bitch percentile of expression on my face. Like there's a little bit of warmth there. So where are you all headed?
We're heading across the sands.
Well, I
Into
mean,
the other side.
obviously. I just kind of gesture at the expanse of sands around us. I suppose I shouldn't ask where. Why might be a better question.
Just out of curiosity, River, what is the context for Undine joining us at camp? 'Cause we didn't really get any of that. Did they just kind of wander into camp?
No. They're one
of
the mercenaries, Ravina's spears, the mercenaries that have been working with you guys this entire time. But one of them now, it has a face and a name. So it looks like they're
They have anime main character syndrome where their hair is drastically different than all of the other NPCs. So we just realize, oh shit,
They are
this
the
is a
only
main
half orc.
character.
They are the only half orc, unless
She's
another player
sexy!
joins, which is another orc.
Oh God! She's
Oh
hot!
no, she's
Yeah,
hot.
she's hot.
Damn it!
The hot
exactly.
dummy elf that leads the spears is there too, though. Don't forget, still the NPC, I guess. So, Undyne, for your character, you would have been a freelancer with this mercenary group, literally just joined them for this one mission on a contract and not been told, like, anything about it.
Yeah.
So, you're essentially, like, quitting the... You're like, I'm just gonna join you guys permanently instead of this mercenary group now, is what you're thinking after seeing them expertly, like, keep everybody safe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, apart from the one dude that they literally sacrificed. Because
Okay. Well-
Valentin came up with a plan and then began to enact it, and the party went, no, we're not doing that, and then the guy just died. They were...
Classic.
Okay, you. Let's put it this way. Valentin put him in what was surely a near-death situation, like a suicide mission. But with like a 1% chance or something, like maybe 5% chance of success, like rolling a nat 20 on a roll, right, to succeed and not die. And then we're like, but we're like to even be put in that situation, we'd have to give up our only means of transportation. Like we'd have to literally strand ourselves out in the sands with no means of getting around for this plan to work. And we're like, we're not doing that. And so the guy just went along with the plan anyways and died.
Chat says he wasn't a casualty, he was a calculated loss.
You have a very different memory of how I saw the plan.
It's because you're the only one that saw the plan as viable. There's a reason nobody gave you the tool that you requested.
Because I put my trust in my teammates.
Jesus Christ. Seems like you guys got some team dynamic issues. There's some bad blood, as it were. No, why are you doing this? I mean, I saw you save a bunch of people, don't get me wrong, but everybody has their reasons. What's yours?
Mine? Oh, well, that's a long story. Not a happy one. Not necessarily a bad one, but let's just say I couldn't stay at home anymore.
I need to, very quickly, I just remembered, type something to two of my players. Carry on as normal.
And I needed out, and I left quickly. Didn't take anything with me. And I needed money, so here I am. How about you?
Very few stories in this line of work are happy.
Yeah,
Kind
that's
of
for sure.
Give you a grim smile and then start to put my gear away. And then I kind of look at Clang Clang, or Clang Clang, Cling Clang. Oops. I look at Clang Clang and see if I like hand out my bag as though you're going to put it in as well. Like we're both doing the same thing, so.
There's a moment where Clang Clang kind of remembers where they came from, which is a underground thief faction, and they kind of look down at it for a moment and possibly think that maybe they could steal it or keep it. So even though they look at you, they kind of slowly like see if they can like hide it, even though you're just staring at them. Just a part of them wants to steal this really bad.
Sorry, I'm just typing, so some players might be a little distracted as they're reading what I had typed.
I kind of give you a look again. Like I just grabbed your beak. Don't even fucking think about it. And then watch you as you're still kind of assessing, I suppose.
Clang Clang panics a little bit and like throws you the item so you can grab it and put it back in your bag. Kind of like just scurries away.
As I take it back and start to put it in my bag, Xandra, you'd see that there's some kind of a scar marking on my back. Like just peeking out under the collar of my neck. There's like a little bit of something that appears to descend further down. and I tuck that away and then turn and look at you again. And I'm about to say something, and then my eyes narrow a bit. You're not human, are you?
I'm so sorry. I'm in the middle of dealing with my.
It's okay. It's okay.
There's something going on in the background because I just had a brain flash of backstories.
Yes,
I totally would do what you're asking, River. I just don't know how.
Do you see the dice tower?
No.
Wait, did I enable the dice tower? Can anyone see the dice tower?
I see the dice tower. The dice tower is bottom right of the screen.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. I thought that was literally just a
I thought it was just
No,
an icon.
if you put a dice in it, it'll roll the roll, but only the DM can see it.
That's so cool.
Not only that, you won't be able to see the results of the roll either.
That's so.
That's sick.
For clarification, just ahead of time, anytime I roll death saves, that's where I'm going to roll them.
Oh, also, I
don't want to know how close to death I am.
I'm going to show you. They roll automatically, sadly, Valentin.
Oh, no.
Nice. All right, Xandra, I'm about to type something to you, but I also wanted to type something real quick in the chat because I forgot to show Undyne a really cool feature about this game.
Oh,
if you look in the chat, if I type in Orcish, you're the only one able to read that, and it looks like symbols to everybody else.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love that.
Hello,
feature.
eat Joe's.
Yeah, eat at Joe's.
Oh, eat at Joe's. I didn't read the word at, so it was just a lot weirder in my brain. Hello, eat Joe's.
It's okay. In Orcish, the word at doesn't exist, so that's why you just eat Joe's instead.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So you ask me that question, and Xandra will also you'll notice that Xandra's eyes were on the scar, and when you ask her that question, her eyes will hesitate on it, and then we'll move back to you. No, I'm an Azamar. Is that what I think it is?
Yep. Our backgrounds may not be so different after all. Especially if you left because you did not want to be there anymore or could not be there anymore.
Seems like we have a lot to talk about, potentially. Maybe in private.
I kind of look around and just nod. Before getting up and kind of, I guess, walking to join the rest of the group.
Joining the rest of the group, you see two more people who haven't described themselves in character yet. One has a cat on his lap and is kind of straying away from the rest of the group, and another one is Valentin. The reason I say Valentin is because I never know what Valentin could possibly be doing. So, Valentin, do you want to describe what you're up to first, and then we'll get Lloyd second?
Valentin is a half-elf, fairly pale-skinned. He has a thin, pinstripe beard and mustache. That's sort of stylized, and shaved hair on the sides with longer hair at the top, which he ties into a smaller ponytail that's draping down towards his back. Wearing a white hat and a white sort of coat, almost like a trench coat. He seems to be wearing very different clothing from everyone else, with a lot more. It sort of looks like he's wearing some sort of foreign business clothes at the moment, and he's got an eye patch covering one of his eyes. At the moment, he's currently he doesn't seem to be ignoring you. He just seems to be hyper focused on a current task, which seems to be putting together metal pipes and like pieces of wood, and he's trying to just slot them together, and he seems to be perplexed by the contraption that he's trying to put together.
Kind of quirk my eyebrow at that and then look to the other person with the cat on their lap. Excuse me, I can't go to work today. I have a cat on my lap.
That
Lloyd.
is literally me right now.
Yeah.
So Lloyd is a human, male, in his late 30s. And, I would send a piece of art to better show you what they look like, but I can't find it right now.
Describe it. Cat can't see the art, so you gotta describe it.
I know. And now I'm getting confused. But, quite, like, he's got a bit of a tan, darker skin, clearly a resident of this area. And quite messy, unkept hair, stubble. Seems fairly, like, happy at the moment, just patting this cat on the lap, not really caring about what's around him.
Oh, what's the plan? I guess.
The plan? Oh, well, we're resting for the night, but I wanted to go down under this tomb and check it out. Quick question as well. Is this immediately where the last one left off? So it's like no time has passed since then, or is this like the next
The
morning?
night after.
I'm going to allow it to be the next morning, unless anyone had
Oh.
particularly wanted to do anything during the night.
Clang Clang, did you attune the
Yes, she would have done so.
the thing?
Yeah, I did. I believe I did, yeah.
Perfect. Well, we're about to journey down into this this tomb and explore it, check it out, you know, before we proceed on our way. You up for a little mini adventure? You want to join us?
Here. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't.
The other mercenary is going to be cool with you ditching them.
Doesn't matter. I did the job. My job is done. I'm not on their payroll permanently, let's just say that much.
Right, perfect. Well, what are you good at?
Kind of like work my eyebrow at that. Like, well, killing things, I suppose.
Well, that's good. You're now, we're all good at that, but in what way? It helps to know what you're good at so we can utilize each other's abilities properly.
I take out a warhammer and spin it in one of my hands, and I say, well, a little bit of column A, and I take my other hand, and you see some magic sparking at my fingertips. A little bit of column B. I can also be somewhat of a medic, I suppose.
Sandra's eyebrows raise. All-rounder, I see. Capable of many things. Perfect. Do you want to lead the charge?
I just met you and you're asking me to take the front line. I kind of like smile though, like I'm clearly comfortable with it, but it's just funny to be like, "Hey, you look tough. You go first."
We don't really
we know
have,
nothing about you.
We don't really have a front line tank. We kind of we're kind of squishy lot.
Yeah. Well, I can go first, but if things get a little hairy, you might want me to hang back to make sure I can take care of any of you if you fall down.
Sounds good.
But yeah,
I'm not going to order you around. If you go to hang back, you go to hang back. Do your thing.
Appreciated. Are you all comfortable with me going first then? I look at Valentin and Lloyd and Clang Clang.
Again, seemingly not seeing like he's been ignoring you, mostly that he's just been focusing on something completely different. He looks at the contraption he's been trying to put together. He sighs, and then he starts putting it back into his backpack before he stands up, and he kind of leans his hat backwards. He says, right, I'll take point, and Valenta's gonna go down first.
After fucking bullshit.
All right. There's
I'll
a
follow
new
second.
map coming up as you head down into the darkness of the tomb. Stepping on the 4th step on the way down, suddenly ignites a pair of torches before you. The air here is...
Wait! Before you continue, as a reactionary, I take out my rapier and I just start, being in ready defense motion against the torches before I realize it's just torches, and I'm gonna sheath my weapon again.
You do so. The air here is old, untouched for many, many years. And it smells similar too. It's this strange scent. Dust, heat, just unmoved and untouched places. Valentin is the first one to head down. For the rest of the party members, if you go to the party sheet, which you can find in the top right under the Tools tab beside the Combat Tracker, and I always recommend that the players open both the party and the Combat Tracker at the beginning of every session. You should see a setup under the Order tab. This is your marching order. Please place your characters where you would like to be while heading down these 3x3 stairs. With Valentin at the head, Deirdre directly behind him. Or beside him.
Yeah, I decided I'll probably try to keep up with him, especially watching him try to fight off a lantern. Being like, oh, okay.
As you walk up close to me, I'm really sorry. I don't think we had the opportunity to introduce ourselves. I'm Valentin Dolk from the nation of Lucine. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I kind of just dismissively go, huh? Yeah, okay. Paying more attention to our surroundings than to your introduction at this point.
You are.
Oh, I'm Deirdre. You can call me D if you'd like.
Nice to make your acquaintance, Deirdre.
All of you should see the new map. For future knowledge, this map is titled Tomb of the Spellblade. If you lose track of it, you can find it in... Where the hell did Lloyd go?
You brought in a second Deirdre instead of...
Oh my god, I did!
I can't see anything.
As I was saying... Sorry, now you can see it, Lloyd. As I was saying... the title for this map, if you ever close it down or lose track of it, you can go to the Image tab and type in Tomb of the Spellblade. You will find it. Approaching up ahead of you is musty, stale air. Is the 2 torches that sprung to life. A large door in front of them. At the base,
They still met. Oh, sorry.
The base of the door, there are 9 skulls. In front of the door, on the face of it, is a 4x4. Just double check that. Yep, 4x4 set of square tiles. Little niches in the door. There's clearly writing carved into it. Well, for those of you able to read it, see it in a moment. You can go ahead and move freely right now, but as a note, in case there's any traps or anything, should you step into a square that I have marked as a trap on a place you can't see, it will be triggered, so do be careful about movement before checking things out. In a moment, I'll have finished typing this out, and those who are able to read it.
Clearly, there's still some magic about you.
I think this has less to do with bashing skulls in or preventing blows and more to do with sleuthing, which I'm not particularly great at, admittedly.
Well, then, if you want to take a step back, seems the man that took the lead initially was pretty good.
I'm sorry, Lloyd, I made a typo. I know you're able to read that. Before the word foretold, and you might want to write this down, the word demise was supposed to be there. You understand, or do you need me to retype from the beginning?
No, I understand. I was like reading that, and I'm like trying to understand.
Yeah, the word demise is missing from that one. I typoed a bit.
Where's the writing, did you say?
It's on the door above the 4x4 square of indents. The tiles.
I'm gonna just point up to it with with my hand. Anyone can read that?
I'm not quite done typing yet. I'm now double checking everything before I hit enter.
Let me know when you finish typing.
Got one more. Perfect. There it is.
Yeah, I can read it. Did you need a translation?
Yes,
That'd
I
be
would love
lovely.
it if you could translate it for me. Does it say "Do not step on this place of the mat, or you'll die"? Or
I'm gonna walk closer to it, just so I can like read it better and make sure I'm reading it correctly. So the door's right at the end, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it says, "Brave warrior met their demise foretold. Their secret kept shall yet unfold. If crowns placed correctly on the shrine, celestial beds for 4 of 9.
celestial what of now?
Beds.
Beds.
We do see 9 skulls, don't we? Where
So
are
if
the
we place
skulls
the
placed?
The skulls are
place the skulls
scattered
correctly?
on the ground in front of the door.
Yeah, we can get through? Is that what it's saying?
I guess so.
Approaching better, by the way. Remember how I said that this was a 4x4 kind of tile and indent?
Mm-hmm.
Moment. Something real quick. Sorry. Trying to find something. Because I have an image here that I'm looking at, but I don't have a way to show you what it is, so I'm just looking.
Hey, Lloyd.
Here we are. Yes. So,
What language is this?
Dragonic.
Draconic.
describing the tiles real quick. And this is where you might want to draw along or write this down.
Grabbing a marker, grabbing a pen. Okay.
Miss Payne, help.
Yeah, I was
Ready?
ready.
First off, above the 4x4 tiles appeared to be labels, labeling numbers to each column and row. Thank you for the follow, Dictator Ian Vtuber. The players are getting a puzzle described to them they're trying to solve. See if you can follow along, chat. Tell Mora her horns are fake for me. But Mora, are your horns fake?
Excuse me? No, I'm not an elf. Get out of here. Go away. Don't tell him that.
So, as I had said, there are labels above each of the columns and the rows. Starting from the top left, which would be the top left column, there
Yes.
is the number 3.
Got it.
To the right of that, so the second column, there is the number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then, the number 2, and then the number 3 again. The columns, from left to right, for the 4x4 grid, are 3, 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
For the rows, going from the top row to the bottom row, the labels read 3, 2, 3, 1. In addition,
Minesweeper.
in addition, some of the indent tiles on the 4x4 grid have the marking of a 4-pointed star on them.
Alright.
Both of the column 3s at the top and the row 3 at the top, so the lefternmost, top lefternmost, and the top rightmost square on the grid have a star on them.
You said it's a 4-studded star?
Or 4-studded star, yeah.
Okay.
Then the second from the bottom, row 3,
Yes.
has a star in the lefternmost column 3 and a star in column marked 1. Following so far.
Sorry,
Yes.
where were the first 2 stars?
The first 2 stars.
If I'm getting this correct, the top left corner and the top right corner, where it says where you've got column 3 and row 3 for both of those. So it should be 3 3 top left and 3 3 top right.
Yes. And then for the next 2 stars, again, this is the ones that I've already described. Column 3 and then row 3 as well. So again, on the lefternmost column and the lefternmost, the second from the bottom row. Following?
No,
Yeah.
I completely lost you. Can you say that one more time?
Yes. So,
Here, I'll take a picture of mine and send it.
yeah, perfect.
That'll help.
Yeah, that would actually be great. I'm not great at this.
If you want, you can draw on the map as well. Or if you'd like, I could draw on the map behind your characters. Would you like me to do that? Would that be a little bit better?
I mean, so everyone can see it and work on it at the same time, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Let me do that then. So these are the labels. Ah, shit, the walls are in the way. You're not going to be able to see the final column. Meaning, Okay, you know what? I have a way of fixing this real quick. I should have made a handout for this, but I didn't think I was going to need to. But now I'm trying to explain it out loud, and I'm very much like, oh shit, I definitely need to. The adventuring has been going good. I'm running a puzzle right now, but I didn't have a handout set up for it, so I'm just very quickly going to
Okay, I'll send the
remove
picture anyways, just in case you guys want to see it.
move a wall. Oh no, I won't be able to. I'd have to remove way too many walls to be able to give you 4x4s. So
No worries, here. I'll
I will
that's
just
okay.
confirm or deny if your drawing is correct.
Elect.
Correct. Yeah, what Rye,
Blood on the Sands one, right?
yeah, in the Blood on the Sand chat, what Rye just sent is correct. That is also correct. Perfect. Yep, perfectly correct. The last 2 stars are in row marked 1, in column 1 and column 2. Yeah, it's a
2 in the middle on the bottom.
Yep.
Row.
Yep, one
Okay.
column, row 1, column 1 and 2. Yep, guys, it's a puzzle that they're trying to solve. Which one of you would like me to put their little grid on screen so chat can see what you're drawing?
Here, I'll send you an updated one if you want.
Altria, we'll get hers
Additional
then.
stars.
Nope, that's all of them. So again,
Oh, wait. Didn't you just say... I'm so confused.
Row 1, column 1 and 2 also have stars.
Yeah, that okay.
Yeah.
So it is updated. There's 6 total stars, right?
yes.
Okay. Gave me
9
1 second.
skulls,
That's what it's
6
supposed to look like.
9 skulls, 6 stars, numbers on the grid, as well as writing in a language only Lloyd was able to read. I like Undyne's better. Sorry, Val, we're using hers.
No, that's totally fine.
I used
Undyne
MS
actually drew
Paint.
stars.
No, I used
I
MS
just-
Paint and had shapes that were like stars. My writing is awful with the mouse, so sorry about the numbers.
That's totally fine.
No,
One moment, chat, and you'll be able to
it's-
see what they've
It's okay,
drawn.
I'm only going to take it personally the rest of the campaign. It's fine.
Cry.
At least you guys got it right. I was nowhere close when man.
well,
ADD brain, this burr. This is not good.
now you've got it. Now you've got it there, and let's change the music to some puzzle-solving music.
So I have the
Oh, is
Sirenscape
Sirenscape
open,
working?
and I'm getting no audio from it.
Oh yeah, I
haven't
still
joined
remember.
your Sirenscape yet.
Remember, guys. Well, actually, that's because of my issue with PayPal being frozen. I can't actually pay the
Oh.
Sirenscape. So currently,
Oh, that's right.
currently the only music is going to be coming through the Twitch chat. Because there you'll be able to hear music, but I'm sorry, guys. I gotta wait until PayPal actually gives me my money back.
Classic.
I've been expecting them to do it any time, and they just keep on disappointing me.
That's what my parents say about me every day.
Same.
Hey, you too.
In a moment, you guys will see. Rush this.
Would you mind repeating what the text said again?
Go ahead, Lloyd. Read it out
I'll put
again.
into the chat so everyone can read it.
And now we have something you can all draw on.
Like how you called it boom.
Yeah, I just called it boom. Don't worry. The incorrect answers may or may not have explosions. Ignore the title of boom.
Celestial beds
Celestial
for 4 of
beds
9.
for 4 of 9.
Oops.
Are we supposed to pick the column that adds up to 4? The column in the row, I mean, with the star. Is there a column in, like this one? I don't know if there's only one thing we're supposed to click on or if there's something else. Does that make any sense? I'm sorry. Panic. Like this one here.
I also allow checks to be rolled for more information on the puzzle. What was that gasp?
I'm gonna.
Sorry, I
go up.
erased, and I thought I erased the picture, so I gasped.
I'm just gonna go up and inspect the skulls real quick to see if I see if there's anything special about them. Like, do they seem like they're of different races, or are they all human skulls? Or
Roll me a check, please.
I think medicine would be closer, but I'm not proficient in it. But
I could take a look
Do you? Yeah.
if you'd
yeah.
like.
I'll give you. I'll assist you so that you can roll an advantage.
I don't actually know how to do this. I haven't done this yet.
Underneath the chat bar, you should see ADV, correct? Since you're getting assistance, you're going to click that ADV first to have advantage. After that, you're going to open up your character sheet. You're going to go to skills, and then you're just going to click on the total. You see the column for totals. You're +4. You're going to double click that, and it'll roll it at advantage for you.
I clicked it once, so that's why I got confused.
2 17s.
Yeah.
2 17s.
Wow.
Yeah.
With a 21,
Good.
with a 21 on Dine, and your background of being a cleric, you get a little bit of extra information. First off, during the era of shaping, the 9 most commonly used races for war were Dragonborn, Dwarf, Elf, Gnomes, Half-Elves, Half-Orcs, Halflings, Humans, and Tieflings.
Dragonborn,
Huh?
dwarf, elf, gnome,
Half-Elf,
Half-elf. Human, half-orc, tiefling.
elf,
and Halfling.
orc, tiefling, halfling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. There we go.
Each one of the skulls on the ground you're able to recognize as belonging to a member of that race.
Looks like we got ourselves a little party.
They don't happen to have any markings on them, do they?
Turning them
something
over.
that indicates a number.
Turning them over with the party's highest passive perception of a 13 with Valentin. Valentin, you do not notice, with your passive perception, any additional markings or anything interesting. To you, Deirdre, by the way, they do not appear to be actual skulls. These are artificial.
These aren't real. These were made. So someone clearly went out of their way to shape it into one of the 9 common races
Really
used for war.
Really stupid question. Can I take the top off of the skull off?
It does not look like there is any way of naturally taking the skulls apart, but Deirdre, the material that they're made out of, it does look like it could be broken.
It's like ceramic or...
It's bone, but it's just not, it's just like, it's clearly been made bone conjured by magical means, as opposed to an actual skull that was once in someone's head.
Right. Each of the buttons on the panel, does any one of the buttons appear to have more wear than the others?
They do not. You
Wait,
could
so are
roll
these buttons,
checks
or are
to
these
find
like
out.
insets? Like
They're
places
insets.
to put the
Places.
skulls?
They're places
Oh.
the skulls would clearly fit in. None of them have any wear or tear, though, or any dust that differentiates them from each other. The only thing differentiating the indents is the stars in them, the 4-pointed stars. And remember, you can roll all sorts of different checks and get different kinds of information and hints to the puzzle by doing so.
Could I just roll a straight insight on the?
100%.
She'll just roll an insight straight on the insets to see if she can gather any.
For sure,
clues.
yeah, absolutely. You kind of stroke your chin a few times and you consider maybe putting your head in the inset. It looks like it would fit perfectly for your head if you just, like, you know, leaned your head in there. And then you
Sandra
snap your
leans
fingers.
forward.
And then you snap, you then recall that maybe putting the skulls in is what you're supposed to do, rather than your actual
wait.
head.
Dang it. Okay. So the
how do
skulls
we-
go in here. Sandra said, the skulls go in here. Oh.
But are we meant to put?
Well,
understand
scratches his
that.
head.
Are we meant to
Yes.
put all of the skulls in, or only 4 of them, or what? What else
Celestial
was the
beds
clue?
for 4 of 9. So I would assume it would just be the 4 of the 9. But then we need to determine which 4 and then where they go.
Celestial, assuming one of the stars, but there's more than 4 stars.
You say that in Celestial?
No. I'm saying, like, it's Celestial would probably be one of the stars. But there's more than 4 of them, so how would we determine which is correct?
Remember, do not feel afraid to continue rolling rolls or ask party members to pick up the flack if your insight fails.
Can anybody roll an insight, please?
Can I make a religion check?
For sure.
To see if I can, like, figure out of the, like, 9 races what 4 the, like, celestial beards could be referring to?
Of course.
I would also like to roll an insight while that's happening then. Just to kind of see what my brain can do.
Of course.
Yeah.
Lloyd, first off, with your 11 on the religion,
That was almost a 20.
that was really close. With your 11 on the religion, you do remember that 4 of the 9 races were considered more closer to the gods who created them, but you do not recall which 4 that is currently. Deirdre, with a 6 on your insight, and Clang with a 7, the both of you are kind of coming to the conclusion that, let's see, a little bit better than the previous insight of 4, but not good enough to get the full hint. You're not entirely certain if the races of the skulls actually matters or not, in the way that you seem to think it does, based on how I've heard you speaking. And yes, that is a very confusing way of wording it, but you rolled low on your insight, so what am I gonna do?
Would investigation also be applicable here?
Of course, 100%. Investigation is putting together evidence.
Oh, heck yeah.
Looking at all this
Well,
stuff
not that
that's
roll.
in front of her.
Right.
God!
Jesus Christ.
Clang Clang, you're starting to wonder if you need to go up and start killing guards that match these races and get fresh skulls.
Thank you, Deirdre.
Deirdre,
Maybe if we smash the skulls on the ground.
Deirdre, you
Wait.
suddenly have a few epiphanies. First off, the verse indicates to the character that 4 of the skulls will need to rest on tiles engraved with stars.
Yes!
The second thing that you are able to confirm is that the races of the skulls do not seem to have anything to do with the actual puzzle, but more have to do with lore. Meaning it doesn't matter what skulls go where, but it just is, you know, mechanically it doesn't look like the puzzle has any way of checking the race of the skull that got indented, because all the tiles are exactly the same.
All the tiles are the same. Which skull we put where doesn't matter, but what does matter is that we have to pick 4 of the star tiles for the 4 celestial bodies.
And do they have
This-
corresponding numbers?
Above they do, but the thing I am trying to piece together is the only other hint we have is 9. We have 4 of 9.
This entire time, Valentin is, you know, is
Oh,
kind
wait.
of is kind of hunching down as he's, you know, he's not kneeling, but he's kind of like squatting, and he's got his face in his hands, in the palm of his hands, and I would like to roll an investigation check to see if I can see if there's any correlation between the numbers and where the stars are, like, because to me it sounds like if there are 2 numbers that we have told for us, there's 4 and there's 9, and I'm wondering if there's a correlation between the number
Well-
9 and the number 4.
3
ahead.
times 3 is 9.
Right, so but 3
Yeah.
times
But
3.
there's only 3
I
now.
know,
There-
there's only 3 of those. That's what I was
Yeah, and the last one doesn't have a star in it,
Mhm.
but all of the stars are 4-pointed.
Go ahead, roll me an investigation.
I'll roll an investigation.
If anyone's assisting, remember he can get advantage.
On investigation?
Yep.
Do we have to roll to assist? I can't
No,
remember.
you just state that you're doing it, and he gets it.
assist.
You can roleplay doing it too, as you add to what he's thinking of, and sometimes that makes me lower the DV.
You
Oh,
see
this is
that
D&D DC. Sorry.
you can tell that Valentin is thinking really hard, but it seems like he's hyper focusing into his hand, so he's like kind of blocking out all of the surrounding things around him.
He's got his hands covering
Then I
his face,
probably
essentially.
Don't assist, because I can't think of any way to assist him that doesn't just straight pull him out of his thoughts.
Okay.
That's okay.
Since he's
Yeah,
not talking out
No,
loud.
your
either.
your assistance then is just actually giving him space, which sometimes people need, and I actually count as a valid way of helping and assisting someone. You like have the other party members just kind of like shush, quiet down, and you move them away from him so he can focus.
An 18.
With an 18, there is no correlation to the number of stars, and you do believe, though, that the positioning of the stars has to do with the numbers in the columns and the rows, but not in the way that you are currently thinking. Meaning that there is some correlation between them, but it has nothing to do with relation with the number 9 or an outside number.
Can I pick up skulls and begin placing them in squares?
For sure, draw in which squares you're putting skulls in, and then just erase. Do you know how to use the drawing mode on the boom map?
Let's really hope that it doesn't actually explode when we put them in the wrong places.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with the star squares and put a skull in that one, that one, that one, and that one.
Nothing happens yet. There are 5 skulls remaining on the ground.
I will put a skull in this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one.
Tic-tac-toe.
Let me double check something real quick.
There are 2 combinations that worked with these numbers, so I'm hoping it's this one.
The skulls are all crushed to dust as the door slides open, with Lloyd having figured out the puzzle.
Goddamn! Explain, I'm stupid. Yeah.
Go ahead, Lloyd. As the door opens up behind you, you can turn around and Sherlock Holmes explain to the party what you deduced.
So, the numbers on the outside tell you how many skulls have to be in the respective lines and columns. Meanwhile, the riddle itself told you how many stars had to be filled. So 4 of the 6 stars had to have skulls in it.
I was literally on that train of thought when you started doing that.
When I was joking about how it's I made the joke about how it's Minesweeper. It's very similar, you know, the logic.
This was me figuring it out and then figuring there's no third way of solving it, but there's 2 ways that work.
Hey, it's correct. It worked out very well, and he is right. The numbers for chat, to explain it again, the numbers on the outside of the grid explained how many skulls in each column and row there needed to be, and the riddle told you that 4 of the 6 stars needed to be covered. So it didn't matter which 4, there were multiple ways of solving this, and Rai is correct on that. This is one of the configurations I didn't actually have written down, but was still viable and correct.
Awesome.
So,
yeah, one of the other solutions would have been... What are the other solutions? Sorry.
Congratulations, party, on solving the first puzzle. As these skulls are crushed to dust, I have a question for you, Lloyd, as the player who solved this puzzle. I want you to write it down for me as well, because the party might not have seen this. I want you to tell me which skulls got celestial beds and which skulls didn't. I just need to know the 4 out of the 9 that you chose to put on the stars.
Oh, I was not paying attention. Let's have a look. That's what the list is, and I will pick 4.
What 4 races would Lloyd have given celestial beds?
It would have gone for Dragonborn.
You don't need to say it out loud if you don't want the party to know.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll put it in my notes thing then.
Yep, if you put it in your notes, I will be able to read it. And written down too, I have it for later if I ever decide to make use of this information.
So while Lloyd is putting all of the skulls down, Valentin finally stands up and uncovers his face, and he says, right, so something that I have deduced is the number that is shown does not necessarily correlate, and then you put down all the skulls in the right manner, and he just goes, right, exactly like that.
I actually do love that. By the way, that it's really fucking funny to me that Lloyd just walked up and solved it mid after getting information from Valentin before he communicated. Lloyd's just like boop boop boop, crush, done. With a grinding sound, the doorway slides into the walls, opening up to reveal a continuation of the red carpet. Oop, a burp. Red carpet you've been walking down. More torches as this door begins springing to life, and you're able to hear fires lighting all throughout the inside. Ahead of you, the carpet extends outwards. Beautiful, deep red changes to a blue and gold emblazoned and patterned on the floor. From this distance, those of you who are able to see in the reflected torchlight that's been lit in the chamber ahead are able to make out that depictions of hands. People carrying things, much like the mosaics from outside, decorate the carpet with a massive art piece in the middle of a sarcophagus with many, many hands reaching out and towards it from what appears to be nothingness.
Is that on the floor or on a...
On the floor. You actually should see it on the map.
No, I see it. The perspective looks kind of... It looks like it could be a wall or something. So I'm just checking.
No worries.
I turn over to Clang Clang. Hey, Clang Clang. Do you think you could see if there's any traps around?
Clang Clang's gonna nod and just kind of let's go in front, like right here. And
that's wise.
what should I roll?
Whichever role you're going for, I'm gonna give you the help action to help you spot traps.
Nice. I guess I will do an investigation.
Investigation or perception works in this case. Perception is what you physically see. Investigation is putting evidence together.
As Valentin walks past Lloyd, he just gives him a quick pat on the shoulder. Well done. Well,
I hate it here.
You're rolling great today. You don't spot anything out of the ordinary just yet, but as you step in, a booming voice resonates throughout the entirety of the tomb.
Good.
To everyone but Lloyd, this is senseless hissing and guttural growling. As it echoes throughout the entirety of the chambers, rattling the walls.
Quick question. Can we recognize the script of what Draconic is written in? Like, even if we don't see that it's like, we can't understand it, can we see if there's like the similar types of letters and shit from another language?
Sadly, no. It's clear to tell it's some kind of language, but it could be infernal, it could be a lot of things. Remember, a lot of languages do use the same script, and as a side note as well, an equivalent in the real world would be the different languages in Asia. Some of them use very, very similar characters, but are very different. It would be the equivalent of, like, if you couldn't read English, nor could you read Swedish in your case, Valentin, the languages look really similar, but the letters are arranged so differently and sometimes have minor differences that you wouldn't be able to tell it apart from other lettered languages.
Yeah,
so,
but that wasn't what I was asking. I was asking, I don't think I have it, but if, for instance, I saw something using the Elvish script, would I be able to tell that, like, oh, this isn't Elvish, but it could be one of these other languages?
Potentially, yes.
Okay.
This was verbal, though, right?
This was verbal, that you all heard. Audible. All of it loud. Not telepathic. It echoed throughout the entirety of the tomb.
Oh, God. Anybody get that?
Clang Clang obviously doesn't understand it, but she's still gonna mimic exactly what was just said in that language.
Cool.
Because
Sure.
So we
Clang
trigger the
understands.
trap. The trap gets confused as it gets its own trap card spoken back to it.
Anybody understand that?
Someone doesn't want us to be here.
Makes you say that, other than the piercingly loud volume at which that was shouted back.
Lloyd, you were able to read what was on the door. Were you able to understand what it said?
I do. It called us thieves and said that there's nothing to be gained here but death. But it also issued a challenge. It told us to seek it out in the depths.
Sounds like exactly the kind of thing you'd say to someone who didn't want to steal your treasures.
I suppose that means that we're headed for a challenge then, huh?
My curiosity is getting the better of me. Need to find what's at the end of this mystery.
Lloyd and Sandra, you have both not crossed the threshold yet, as a note.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure that that's where you want to be positioned currently. Party, carry on. There's no initiative order yet.
Sandra kind of like stands at the doorway, the threshold, and peeks through into the room but doesn't step through yet. Are we sure there's no traps?
And as you say, are we sure there's no traps?
Good.
Oh, I started the right spot.
Can I use my my action, my bonus?
You didn't know it was there.
No!
You step on a section of the carpet, and you immediately feel it depress as the, unfortunate anxiety of a pressure plate goes down. And from the far wall to the north of you, you hear a small... And let me just check to see if something hits you or not. With an 11 clang clang, an arrow sails directly, just barely above your head, as whatever this fired from was just slightly too high and missed you with just by pure fucking luck. Deirdre, an arrow kind of just sails past you as well, and then Lloyd...
I imagine it like or like clanging off of my armor, just flopping to the ground.
Yeah, sure. It bounces off of your armor and just clatters to the ground a bit. And then clang clang, because you actually took a second step into the trap. You feel another pressure plate, and you hear another twanging sound.
I do that pose that Chris Pratt does in Jurassic Park, and where I hold my two hands out like I'm just whoa, nobody else take another step, but then Clang Clang takes another step.
Clang clang as they take that second step, and the first arrow, hits the ground. None of you have a high enough passive perception to have noticed a second arrow was fired. So currently, all of you are thinking that, no arrows were hit. Meanwhile, clang clang, there's now an arrow sticking out of your gut, like right in your belly, that the party can't see because they're all behind you, as you take 7 points of damage.
And
cry out in pain.
I look at Clang Clang and worried that Clang Clang is, stuck in the trap. Can I try to disable it myself?
Yeah, you can disarm. There's no initiative right yet. Clang Clang, you could too. Hold on. Clang Clang, since you haven't taken an action now, before you actually get to Valentin, because technically it's still their thing, now that the trap's been triggered and you know where it is, now you can use a bonus action to disable it.
Damn it, okay. I'm slowly understanding. Okay.
And
so you could quickly disable it before anyone does. No, it's currently Clang Clang's turn. No assistance.
I am gonna do that. I want to use it. I'm determined now.
Okay,
Even with this arrow sticking out of my gun.
go ahead.
Hold on. Where are you? How do I do the thing?
What you're gonna do
you
is
need
you're
to
going
actually
to,
add
yeah, you would have
need
to.
add it.
So this is another thing that you should do at some point is that in your skills add something for your thieves tools, but just roll sleight of hand for now because it should be the same roll.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, sorry.
No, that's totally fine. Because you're proficient with thieves tools, but you don't have expertise in them.
Are you fucking serious?
Well, you rolled with disadvantage. Please roll normally.
Oh, how did I?
It appears as if armor non-proficient. Wait, did you accidentally delete your armor proficiency?
Did I? What happened?
You did! Wait, no, there it is, light armor. Well, what are you wearing right now?
What's happening? I didn't.
Armor
Well,
proficiency.
I told you I would do.
Try
something wrong.
again. Try rolling it again.
Okay.
I mean, would it have made that
No.
much of a difference? You dropped a 4.
What the fuck is
Some
happening?
unknown position.
Did you update Fantasy Grounds? At the
Yeah.
today when you launched it, you updated it, so it's up to date.
It should be up to date.
What does it say in inventory?
She has leather armor, and she has proficiency in light armor.
Is she wearing it?
Yep, it's equipped.
Yeah, I got the little equip symbol.
Do you have a shield equipped, and you're not proficient with a shield?
I don't think I even have it. Do I have a shield? I don't even think I have a shield.
Let me, Oh! You remember when you altered your AC earlier?
Oh god, what did I do?
You for some reason unchecked the star that says that you're proficient with wearing your armor.
Oh! Okay, it's back. We're good.
Okay. Try again.
It's-
Why did you click that star?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know what it meant. I thought I
Or
accidentally
it's
on.
twit. It's
No,
twitty.
Okay, so to be honest, I thought I accidentally clicked the star on, so that I kind of like, brain was like mid panic. I was like, no, I don't. I think I accidentally clicked that, so I unclicked it.
Why didn't you ask or tell me?
I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to have a star right there, so then I unclicked it.
You deserve this. With a nat 1, clang clang, you kneel down and pull the carpet back, triggering your tripwire, and it fires a third arrow at you.
You rolled a disadvantage twice, and you finally roll without it.
You
You get a
had
nat
so,
one.
you
Oh
had
my
so many
God.
opportunities to roll that. Oh my god, you're nearly dead.
This time, the party all watch as an arrow flies out and takes Clang Clang in the side of the head. As everybody notices that one, as Clang Clang somehow triggers the same trap 3 times
What
in
are
a
you
row.
doing?
Next, because I've gotta fucking heal this.
I'm gonna try to disarm this now.
I'm just gonna kind of like, oh.
That's a
Oh,
From
it's
one
fine.
trap and onto another one.
I'm not moving. I'm gonna curl up in a fetal position in a hot second once I know it's safe.
Clang Clang holds perfectly still now, 2 arrows sticking out of them.
Blood dripping on her.
Just not moving.
All right.
Challenge.
Give me a moment, I have to go through and like lower the CR of every other encounter now, because under no circumstance did I consider the trap being triggered 3 times consecutively.
I'm a thief. Why is this happening to me?
As
You have
Orange
plus 70.
I don't understand.
in any event, Blenton, you then kneel down, quickly cut a piece of the carpet open to avoid any tripwires, and quickly jam, bits of metal or little pittons in your thieves' kit underneath the pressure plates, preventing them from being triggered in the future as the trap is disabled, and you guys can continue to move around freely with Clang Clang just, is skewered and bleeding.
I'm just
Like
gonna
to-
move up to Clang Clang. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go, Clang Clang, are you okay? Are you? Oh no! There's 2 arrows. Medic!
Can I help Clang Clang remove the arrows from her tum tum and then cast Cure Wounds, please?
Of course, yeah. You know,
Please?
reach in, you
Yeah.
put some pressure on the wounds as you pull the arrows out and cast a healing spell. Cure Wounds is more effective than Healing Word, just in case you're. I don't know. Again, I know you've played D&D before, Undyne, but I want to, you know.
How do I cast this?
Oh, right. So what you're going to do is you're going to control left-click Clang Clang to start, okay? Excellent, you're now targeting them. You should see a little line between you and them stating the distance.
Mm-hmm.
On your character sheet, under the Actions tab, you should scroll to your spells and see the various spells that you have. I see you have Cure Wounds. You're going to click the magnifying glass. Beside that spell, you should see a button that says Heal. If you'd like to cast it at a higher level, all you'll do is you will drag, when you click the magnifying glass beside the Heal button, you'll then drag a second D8 onto the little dice section in there. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Perfect. After you've got the spell set up, you're going to click the heal button. It will automatically roll and heal them.
There's the heal button.
I'm sorry, hold up. You've actually done it incorrect before you click.
Ah! Okay.
You need to drag the dice into the spot where there is already a dice, so into the box. You've accidentally included it twice, so if you were to click it now, you would... Okay, now you've done it. I will show you. Watch on Twitch, okay? Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm just going to delete what you've done. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Watch on Twitch. Are you looking?
Yeah.
I click this D8, drag it right on top of the little box that is already there, and I drop. And it did it wrong, so I'm just going to do that to make it a little quicker. And then I'm going to delete the extra one that I did by accident.
Okay.
So yeah, you just want it to be
that's
showing
what I tried
like
to
that.
do, and then it
You did, yeah, and
the
then for
second
me,
roll.
it fucked up as well for some reason. But that's the way to fix it. You just drag it and then delete the spare. So go ahead and now click heal. I've set it up for you.
Kill the spare. Okay, I will do the thing. When I click, am I clicking the word heal? Because when I click that,
The little there's a little in the original,
yeah.
like the original in your actions
the
tab.
plus sign
Yeah,
there.
the plus sign there.
I
Would
heal you
this-
for
10 points of damage.
yeah.
Would this surprise you guys to hear that this is only the second deadliest rug encounter I've ever been part of?
Yep. The animated carpet that nearly suffocated you to death.
Classic. But yeah, you're healed for 10 points of damage.
Secondly, now Undyne, on your character sheet, if you scroll up, you should see your spell slot. So you're going to check off a second level slot.
Yeet.
And then to just remove what... oh, that's not what I want. To remove the extra dice, you're going to right-click, you're going to hit Clear Dice, and then you're just going to drag and put one on there again. Okay?
On the heal spell, you mean?
Yeah, on the Cure Wounds, so in the tab where you added a die, you're now going to right-click where both the dice are, you're going to hit Clear Dice, which will remove all the dice, and then you're just going to add another D8 onto it. Yep, and then it did it wrong again, so just drag and drop the spare one onto it. Perfect, excellent, exactly how it's done. Okay,
So smart.
perfect. Alright, Clang,
Clang is
you're
gonna-
healed.
Clang Clang is gonna grab your hand and like shake it profusely and be like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." Just mimic something she heard before.
No problem. Maybe we should be a bit more careful going in. Not to be rude or anything. I just don't want any of you getting punctured.
Clang Clang's gonna take several steps back behind everybody.
Oh, poor Clang Clang. Do I have anybody else who could check for traps?
Can't check for them, but it might be a little harder for them to hit me.
It's true.
Just trigger all the traps.
Yeah, just fucking walk.
Just sprint through. If you're fast enough, the arrows
It is a strategy I've seen before in some of my my dungeons.
Just say the word and I'll pay tribute.
I'll I'll roll a perception to check for traps. Moving up ahead from here.
How do I stop targeting Clang Clang as well?
A 13?
You don't notice any more traps.
I'm still targeting Clang Clang and.
Oh yeah,
Press
just control left click on them again and it'll get rid of it.
Control. Okay, thank
Which
you.
what blah, 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 blah. Which one was the sarcophagus? Is it the one that's drawn on the map? Like in the middle?
On the ground.
Yeah, the sarcophagus. You should see it in the middle there.
Right.
Sandra, just being a little bit paranoid, is gonna also just check on her own.
You do not see any more traps.
Yeah,
Anybody
hopefully
familiar
it's
with-
safe?
Anybody familiar with this kind of iconography?
Blenton! As people are talking and you step forwards, you trigger a trap.
Oh, I mean, I hadn't even stopped. I was still holding on to my token. I don't think it matters though, but I was still holding on to it, so I hadn't dropped it yet. But I'll drop it there when I was hovering over.
Mm-hmm. As you walk forward, there is no tripwire, there is no pressure plate, there was no visual sensation for this, meaning those who witnessed this sudden happening can infer this was likely a magical trap of some sorts. Suddenly, there is a loud poof, poof, as both the coffins nearby explode open. Two figures leap out of it. Again, that rumbling voice comes through the entirety of the dungeon, Lloyd, and you're able to understand it. The figure on the left is a black, shadowy shape stuffed into robes, holding a long, curved blade in one hand and what appears to be some kind of spell focus in the other, but it's all just shadowy, so it's more like the outline of a being. The second one looks to be a powerful warrior with a battle axe that has a double head on it. And this guy is very clearly rotting flesh and blood. Bandages trail off of him as they both land beside their respective coffins, and everybody needs to roll initiative.
Okie dokie.
I'm getting there.
Woo!
There's your nat 20s, Clang Clang.
Finally. It didn't help me earlier.
So that you could rush into head first.
On the
into
main
battle
page of your
first.
sheet. On the main page of your sheet, Undyne, you should see directly in the middle beside AC, INIT.
Oh, in the middle.
Yep.
It's nothing for me. +0.
8. And first up is our wounded rogue, Clang Clang.
Clang Clang was so on edge.
Fucking just... Alright, let's see.
The one with the battle axe is on the right. The one with the curved blade and spell focus is on the left.
How far can I move again? I apologize.
Up to your speed. For you,
It's
you can move... Well, hold up, there's a little bit more that I want to make sure you understand. Moving, first off, is 30 feet, which is a total of 6 squares, because each square is 5 feet. Then, if you wanted to move further, you could use your action to dash, and since you are a rogue, you can use your bonus action to dash as well. Meaning, if you were to move and use your bonus action, 60 feet, and then you're still able to attack. If you were to use all of your actions, 90 feet. You're fast as fuck, boy!
I'm a fast boy. Alright, let's see. I have too many actions.
You only have one action actually, but
What? Oh, yeah.
The sound alerts aren't working right now. I still have to reset them back up. I've been very busy this week. I'm so sorry.
Shit, what am I doing? Okay, cool. So if my speed is 30, is that like, like how much is a tile? I guess is it 5?
Yes.
Like, okay, thank you. So you know what? I'm just gonna run straight ahead. Let's see, 1, 3, 4. Oh shit! I miscounted. Whatever. I'm gonna actually go right here.
Perfect. You feel a pressure plate depressed. No, I'm kidding.
I was just about to cry. I would just go into the fetal position and cry in that corner and not do anything. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm going to, as I'm like heading over here, I'm gonna grab my crossbow, and I'm actually gonna shoot the Dread Warrior on the right here. And now I have to remember how to do this. So
Perfect. As a note, you don't have a crossbow. It's a short bow.
A short bow. I'm sorry. It's short. I like that. Like me. Okay, cool. Is that...
arrows.
Yep, you're targeting correctly. Yep, so now you're just going to roll the weapon.
Which is here. And I just roll this, right?
Yep.
Oh.
Nope, that was damage. So I need to see if you hit him first, so I need you to roll the dice beside it, the one that says +5.
Got it. Sorry. There we go.
Sadly, a 17 doesn't hit, as it sinks into his body, but doesn't seem to actually harm him. It doesn't look like he's immune to the damage, you just didn't penetrate through his thick layer of dead, rotting flesh.
Got it. Well, that's unfortunate.
You still have your bonus action.
That's what so does that mean... So it's just a bonus action, correct? Like, I'm not able to act again? Like, in terms of shooting my short bow?
Attacks are an action for most
Or
people.
an action. Got it. I apologize. Okay.
I'll quack then. If the sound alert didn't work, I'll on. I did my best.
Do that one more time. Yeah, one more. Just one more.
That's better than the sound alert. I'm happy. I'm satisfied.
So, for you, Mora, being a rogue, the bonus actions you could do are anything in the cunning action, meaning you could dash, disengage, hide, and, because you're a thief, you could also disarm a trap, make a sleight of hand, or use an object action.
Okay, got it. I apologize. I'm gonna end my turn here.
Sure. On the combat tracker, now you should hit the end turn button. Bottom left of it, looks like a dragon head pointing down.
Thank you. I was just about to ask. I don't see that. Here we go.
Oid! Solver of puzzles.
I'm gonna move slightly across. And then I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the white.
Go ahead.
Oh, how do you target again? It is just
Control left click. You've got it. Oh, well, now you don't.
okay.
You had it.
Okay.
There you go, now you've got it.
I'm just not seeing an indicator on when I'm targeting or not.
If
so
you
I wasn't
hover
sure if
over
I was-
its token or your token, if you're targeting something, you'll see a line shooting out from you to it. So hover over your token, and you should see a line shooting from you and
okay.
it showing in the distance. That's the best way to check if you're targeting something. You can also see on the combat tracker, underneath your name, it'll say what you're targeting. In any event, let's see that firebolt.
Yeah. Why am I not dragging it? Why is it not working?
Go to your actions tab,
Oh, there we go. Got it.
and
I
you're
was
gonna.
trying to drag
Yep.
the dragon. That's why.
Yep. A 17 hits as a bolt of fire sails out past you, Clang Clang, just directly over your arrow, and slams into the shadowy figure. Roll damage. Its figure seems to dissipate slightly, and it hisses something in a language.
Is it a language I know?
Do you know that language?
I do not.
People took everything from me. Valentin just kind of mutters to himself.
I don't even know who you are.
All right, Lloyd, anything else?
Um,
You have remaining movement and a bonus action.
I think I'm just gonna back up a little bit more now.
Okay.
And how do you intern? It is...
Combat tracker, bottom left, little dragon head.
Okay.
You have it open?
There we go.
Perfect. Valentin.
I'm
There's
going
like a lot of stuff open.
to head over to here. Stand in front of Clang Clang. And as I raise my rapier up towards the white, I'm going to say, I'm sorry for what they've done to you, but I must protect those that are around me. And I'm going to target him and attempt to hit with the rapier. Like this.
That hits. Roll damage.
That's 12. Holy shit.
You stab into its strange shadowy body, and although it doesn't seem like it's carrying much to actually defend itself, your rapier kind of just goes straight through the smoke and shadows that this creature is made out of, before it reincorporates just around where your weapon was.
Right. I don't have any magical capabilities. This is going to be a problem. Well, I can't do anything else. I'm going to end my turn.
It whispers to you, Valentin. Xandra.
Nothing's.
Okay. Xandra will move past
She'll run
Deirdre.
around.
She'll move past Deirdre up to the warrior. Hey, you looking kind of ghouly, mate. It's about time you take another nap, then. Put you back to sleep. And she control left click, right? Okay, cool. She will swing out with her quarterstaff. God. How do I use my weapon again?
So you're gonna control... That's fine, no worries, guys. It's been a bit since we actually had a combat. Like, straight-up combat that you could actually fight, and not some horrible monster you're running away from. So you're gonna go to your Actions tab. You're gonna see your weapons. For you, Xandra,
Actions
your...
tab?
Yeah, in your Actions tab.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I just didn't even see that.
Now, remember, you using a quarterstaff, too, you can choose to two-hand it. So do you see where it says primary hand? The little, thing with a hand?
Quick question. Because I have the, I can make it a second attack with a bonus action. Do I still have a bonus action?
Even if you use it two-handed?
Yes.
Yes, because your bonus...
So I'm asking if I use it two-handed, can I still make that unarmed attack?
Yes, yeah, you kick or knee or headbutt or something like that instead.
Perfect.
So just click on the little hand icon until it shows a, a 2. Now it shows you're using it two-handed.
Okay, and then...
Is this a monk weapon?
Yes.
And I believe you should be using your wisdom modifier with monk weapons, correct?
No. Dexterity,
no.
though.
Dexterity.
Yeah,
Okay, so what I would like you to do is in the Actions tab, because it's not actually calculating that correctly. If you hit the magnifying glass, you should see it says for attack, stat is base plus bonus. Change that until it says DEX. And on the one above it, too, you should see above the damage line where there you go. Perfect. And now try re-rolling for me, because you should have...
Damage shouldn't be dex, though, right?
No, damage should be strength, I believe.
It's still... No, it's still
dex.
It says that on martial arts, it says exactly what the thing is. is.
Let me double check
You can use
that.
dexterity instead of strength for the attack and damage. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can use. So it's up to you.
Okay.
If you want, it's easier for you to hit. Why was your dex? Hold on. Yeah, you should be using your dex, which is a pretty good roll for damage for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I still use the same attack roll?
No, I'm going to make you
want me to
reroll.
reroll?
Yes, please.
Here's where I'm gonna roll lower, and I'm gonna be upset that you're making. Yep.
Yep.
Thanks.
Sorry,
Wow. Great. Well,
but you still get
then
your
I can
bonus
go for
stuff. Yeah.
Bonus. So how do I do just a single? I don't have an action for a single unarmed strike.
You should give me a double moment because you might have just unequipped your fists. No. Okay. So what I need you to go is in the items tab. Okay.
Inventory.
Campaign.
Oh no, okay, gotcha. And
you're gonna type in unarmed.
God, where is it? Where's items? Campaign items. Unarmed.
And you should, upon seeing that, if you scroll down, unarmed strike, monk, and then your level. So if you scroll down,
I have to.
you'll see unarmed strike, monk, level 1 to level 4.
Okay, all right.
You're going to drag and drop that into your inventory. You gotta be in the inventory tab.
Yep. Okay.
Perfect. And now you're going to... Oh, good. It came equipped. So your fists are now equipped, and in the action tab, you should be able to do it.
Okay. Am I gonna have to update that when I hit level 5?
Yes. In addition, also as a note, it automatically looks like it's has your necrotic damage being calculated. Do you want me to move that off for now?
Because that's just gonna heal him, isn't it?
Necrotic damage doesn't always heal in D&D. The undead.
Oh, it doesn't heal undead?
Not always. Not always.
Not always.
Sometimes. It looks like it didn't calculate actually fully correctly, so I'm just going to very quickly fix this for you. Oh, you equipped... Okay, never mind. So there's 2 different ones for you that you need to equip, because you have Deathly Touch as well.
Okay. So
So-
go back to the items?
Yes, go back to the items, please.
I equipped...
Yeah, you equipped your Deathly Touch, which is one of your special
I see it.
monk-type abilities. I need you to get the regular one as well.
I got it.
Perfect.
I put that in just weapons, though. Would it show up? Yeah, it shows up automatically. Okay.
Perfect. So when you're rolling your unarmed
Real
strike
fast,
Deathly
though,
Touch, you roll the damage on the other one.
The Deathly Touch is because of my race, right?
No, Deathly
Where's
Touch
the
is
Deathly
from
Touch
your touch of death, right?
Oh.
Or is this? I think you might have just pulled the wrong one. I have to double check.
Yeah, I think I pulled the wrong one. I don't think I have anything that adds...
Yeah, you don't have this. So I'm just actually going to remove that.
There is...
That's a different
my-
monk ability.
No, there's my racial ability.
Your racial doesn't deal
my
damage.
necrotic shout.
Yeah,
That adds damage, but it's not that. It's just a flat damage.
Yeah, and you'll actually see it in your traits, under your traits, that you can equip it all.
Okay.
If you go under the traits for your necrotic shout, like scroll in your actions
okay.
tab, you can set up the effects like that when you want to trigger it.
Okay, alright.
So there we go. I fixed your sheet now. It should be working as intended.
So, oh god, sorry, there's still, here we never really talked about the monk actions and effects. Would this be the martial arts? Because that's what I'm doing, is I can make a bonus action, just unarmed attack after a monk weapon attack. Is this...
You don't need to worry about
I
that.
don't have to
Just
do
roll.
anything? Okay.
Just roll with the your unarmed strike. It's only if you're gonna flurry of blows or something that I need to know certain stuff. That'll hit.
Okay.
Nice. What do you do? How do you hit this guy? As you swing your quarterstaff and it kind of bounces off this guy's armor.
Oh, I was gonna imagine they block it, and then I would just get a cheeky punch in while he's got it. He's trying to block the quarterstaff.
Perfect. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Go ahead and end your turn on the combat tracker. Remember, guys, a lot of people are still just getting used to D&D and this VTT in general. So thank you for everybody's patience right now. Valentin, the white that has whispered to you reaches its blade out but vanishes from your sight into a puff of smoke and shadows before reappearing over here and then blasting 2 bolts of energy out. One at you, which will miss you, and then one at Zandra as well. Or, I'm sorry, not at Zandra, at Lloyd. As a ball of necrotic energy flies out at the both. Lloyd, are you going to cast shield?
I will not.
The bolt comes out and hits you. You can feel it impacting in your body as there's no actual, like, physical impact, but instead you just suddenly feel more tired, aged, and a little sick as this strikes you, dealing necrotic damage. Deirdre, I can never pronounce that name.
Deirdre,
you're up.
I am kind of taking in the situation. One of these dudes looks like the party might be a little more capable of dealing with them, just because I know we are not super magic heavy right now. So I turn to the white, and I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt, kind of holding out my Warhammer at it, and my eyes sparkle as I do this with crackling energy.
Sparkly.
I'm so sparkly. Yeah.
The brooding,
Yeah.
tall, muscly
No.
lady has sparkly eyes.
Crackling energy goes through my eyes as I cast. Wait, what? Why did I roll twice?
You were targeting yourself by accident, so one attack was rolled on you. Untarget yourself and roll damage as you do connect.
How am I targeting myself?
You must have control left clicked yourself at some point. Now you're not targeting the white anymore. Now
Am I still targeting me, or am I?
Yes, you're still targeting you.
How? Am I not?
There
anymore?
you go. You've got it now.
God fucking damn it. Okay. Okay.
There you go, Undyne.
Dimaggio
Remember,
it.
you can always check in the combat tracker to see what you're targeting. 12 radiant damage slams into this creature. What does your magic look like? Describe what the bolt actually has for an appearance. It could be a ray of the sun, a blast of lightning, just bright energy.
I would say sort of just a bright sort of whitish yellow energy radiating out in this like beam. Yo, the mighty fish strike. It doesn't make that sound, and I don't make that sound. I, Undyne, the player, make that fully. But Deirdre doesn't make sound effects for her attacks. But God, I want to make that character now.
We see a comic strip, but that just goes kapow!
Yeah, kablam! And I check off first little spell.
Who's Ravina?
And then how do I switch to the next turn?
So under the combat tracker, you're gonna go ahead and just hit the on the left side of it. Combat tracker, bottom left. There you go.
It doesn't say turn complete until you highlight it. I see. Okay.
Zandra just has like a bright like flash happen behind her because she's looking the opposite direction. Chill runs up her spine.
The Dread Warrior with its battle axe moves to here. Actually, he's gonna rotate around this way. Come right here. And we'll strike.
Are there attacks of opportunity?
There are, but
Only if they leave your area?
only if they leave your area. Yes.
Gotcha. So he stayed in it. So.
Yep.
Just wait. Where was it before? Where was it positioned?
It was.
I'll move him back where he was. He was here.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
He
You
came
moved
around
him
this way.
forward, so then I was confused.
Yeah, I
was like,
misclicked
wait.
for a moment. And he's gonna make 2 battle axe attacks. The first one on Zandra, the second one on Deirdre. A 14, sorry, let me just pull that onto you to see if it hits. It misses you, Zandra. How do you block his battle axe?
I don't block it. I dodge.
Dodge underneath the swing. The swing carries around and misses our favorite half-orc as well. How do you block or dodge?
I just parry with my shield.
His battle axe bounces off of your shield after Zandra just kind of ducks gracefully under the way. And he says what he said in a language one of you speaks as a note in the chat. Clang, you're up.
Well, that makes noise. That kind of scared me a little. Oh.
What, you think you were going to hit by another arrow?
Oh, yeah. I'm
mighty fish strike! The dead fear the fish.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna like rotate on the other side of Lenton here, and I am going to try to shoot the. Oh no!
You have sneak attack on the Dread Warrior because he's currently in melee.
Oh.
So what you're gonna do? I hear a little clapping. What you're gonna do is you are going to, in your actions tab, because sneak attack is applicable here. You should see that there is the magnifying glass and then the image of a little man breaking it down beside the word effect. You're going to click that effect button.
Hold on. I'm getting. Oh, I see it. Sneak attack.
I believe.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it will automatically apply. However, before you do, right as you did it, that's okay, I want you to click it twice.
One more time?
Yep, for now, because you're supposed to be rolling 2d6. So one thing you forgot to do with leveling up is that when you get a chance, not right now because it's going to change it, but after this attack, you're going to hit the magnifying glass to open it up. And you see where it says damage 1d6?
Oh, yes.
You're going to change that to just say 2d6 after you roll this attack. So carry on as normal for now.
Got it. Okay, cool. And then short bows. I do.
19! It's a hit!
Okay.
So now you're going to roll damage beside it.
Aha!
Right. Just wanted to point out, you would have got a sneak attack on the other one as well, because you would have currently had advantage on it, because it's guiding bolted.
Oh, that is true. I'm sorry. I forgot that it is guiding bolted.
Oh.
Yes, so it is glowing. My bad. But regardless, it's still a pretty good solid hit on the other guy too, as 12 damage is dealt as the arrow sinks directly into the side of its head while it's busy trying to overpower Deirdre. Anything else?
No.
Okay, Lloyd. Remember, if you're toggling the white again, to toggle on ADV.
Very good. Toggle on what?
ADV underneath the chat bar. Because you've got advantage right now, thanks to it glowing.
okay.
A fact I had forgotten about, so Valentin gained an inspiration for reminding me.
Right.
Remember, too, we're in the middle of Subathon Donathon. In addition to normal rewards, any new subscribers can give any player an inspiration, which helps them be more likely to accomplish and complete their objectives.
Can players sub?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take money from anybody. Damn, I'm a hoe.
Inspiration.
Yeah, I'm a hoe. I'll take money. Hey, 13 more and chat gets to order me food on the break, and it can be cursed or good, so do whatever you want. Subathon Donathon, I need money. Hey, thanks for the follow, Gnice, Geints.
Yeah, you got it. Good nice.
Gnice. I figured that if I just threw enough shit at the wall, some of it would stick by guessing randomly until I got it correct.
I just pretend the G is silent and call him nice.
Aw, nice.
But
That's
it's not
sweet.
nice.
He's not nice. He's a bully. He's a stinky cat.
He's mean.
Gameen.
I'm sorry. Someone please laugh.
That's good. No, I thought it was good. Yeah, the white is gonna have advantage for anybody that attacks it, or for the first attack on it until the end of my next turn.
Yep. So you can go ahead and make an attack on it with advantage if you want, Lloyd.
Yep, I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt.
Whoa. Aw, thank you so much. Can you attack the players? No, I don't have an integration for that because someone abused it once and gave out like 20 subs at once and told me that the next 20 rolls against the players had advantage, and it nearly ended the campaign right there. So thank you so much. Who do you want the inspiration to go to? Whoever gave that. It was anonymous, so I don't actually know who. But gain an inspiration, that also puts us at 103 of 700, with the next reward being at 115. That'll hit, so you stride forward, Lloyd. What does your magic look like as you fire this? Standing directly in the middle of the entrance with the carpet, too, may I add.
So
Very.
I sort of hold my spellbook in one hand and sort of floating in there while reaching out my other hand as a beam of lightning just lashes towards the white. And as it hits, it sort of leaves some static electricity around it. And it's damage.
10 more damage of lightning strikes into the white, and this energy field is still around it. The creature looks up at you and seems to be nervous, as if it knows what you've done to it now.
Is there a way to apply the effect to it? Because I see that that effect is like part of the spell in there.
Yeah, if you now click on the, let me just double check how it's set up and worded so I can make sure it goes correct. Yeah, hit the effect button. It actually applies to yourself to trigger concentration.
Oh, okay.
You accidentally did it twice. Oh. And now you've done it 3 times. Don't worry, I'll fix it.
Okay. I thought it was like a toggle.
It's fixed, don't worry. So, to do the ability, which is you just deal the damage as a bonus action, right?
As an action.
As an action? Yeah. So that means that you just target it and you just roll damage. That's all you need to do next, because there's no save for this, so you don't need anything else. Alright. In any event, anything else this turn? You've got your bonus actions, movement.
That is my turn.
Valentin.
Well, the magic guy's got that guy covered, so I'm gonna move over to this side, and I'm going to lean into Zandra and ask politely, may I take this dance instead? And I would like to swap places with you.
No.
Okay.
You cannot take this spot from me.
No.
Okay.
She says while she's
not.
like in the middle of melee combat with this. What do you mean, take my spot?
Well, never mind. I guess I won't use my combat superiority to help you, so instead I'm gonna move over to here.
Hello, motherfucker!
Next time instead of
stretch.
Hey, get out of the
Hey,
way.
Shadow.
I'm
Welcome to
taking this guy
D&D.
now.
Welcome to D&D night, Shadow.
You
Thank you for
didn't
the stretch.
explain what you wanted. You didn't explain that you could give me better, you could benefit me. You're just like, hey, can I?
I mean,
Can I take
again,
your
like
spot?
what it was saying earlier was, you know, maybe you should have some more trust, more trust instead of not trusting. Instead, I'm just gonna move over to here.
From the guy who took the only thing I've found in this campaign from me, the instant I found it.
What now?
I found the only item I found, like only item I've wanted to keep. I literally have I gave away every other piece of loot that we found. I found one thing, and you snatched it from my fingers and gave it to someone else.
How much to make sure Val gets a nat 1? Which Val?
I do not remember this at all.
The pearl that I found that we or
you gave it to me, and I was like,
that you gave
cool.
to Clang Clang.
Yeah, and I was like,
I don't-
I'm a
Immediately
bird.
after
Oh.
I picked it up and got cursed by it.
Valentin took it to examine it, and then you handed it to Clang Clang and went, "This is yours now."
Yep.
I don't remember this.
Carry on with your turn, Valentin. Oh, Valtria! You want Valtria to get the nat 1? How much to guarantee it? Well, shoot me a DM. We'll talk in private. No, I'm not gonna. I don't let pay to. Sadly, I don't allow. English. They will have enough bad luck without me needing to harm them further.
Yeah, that's my turn. So I'm just gonna end it.
Oh right, you don't have extra attack at this level, do you?
No, we're not level 5 yet.
Xandra.
Amidst all the bickering and the fight, Xandra will continue to fight. She will once again swing her quarterstaff. Yikes.
Your blows keep bouncing off this guy as he barely seems to feel them.
She gets frustrated, and I'll go ahead and use my first point of key
Oh,
to do 2 unarmed strikes.
flurry of blows!
Flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows!
So do I need to do anything special for flurry of blows, or just roll 2 unarmed
Eh,
strikes?
you just do 2 unarmed strikes. Mark off that you used a key, though, if there's a tracker for it.
I need to set one up or something. I'm not sure how to do that. Just yet. I don't have anything that indicates. I know how many points I have. I don't see anywhere that indicates how, like, a way to track that.
That's fine. Go ahead and roll damage.
Do they both hit?
No, the second one did. As an 11 strikes against him, he begins kind of chuckling in the same language you heard him speak before, which you're able to translate, Deirdre, means he's laughing as he's saying, puny ice woman.
God. Wait, I'm able to translate it?
Yeah, he's speaking orc.
What the fuck? Well, did he speak orc earlier? Because I don't see
Yep.
any stuff.
Yep, he didn't
He
say
did, he
much. He just
Yeah,
said,
there is
for
something up
Nazem.
there.
Oh, I missed the text at the top. God damn it. Okay, never mind.
But he's laughing, and then you get a good punch off in the side of his jaw.
Yeah.
I don't
Anything
know
else?
what you're saying, but shut the fuck up, man.
And it was the meat bag that said that?
A meat bag, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Waiting on you to end your turn whenever you're ready, Xandra.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that.
No worries, no worries, no worries.
Oh. Never mind. You know what? I'll leave. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Clang, you get an attack of opportunity as the shadow quickly flies past you directly at Lloyd. You can target the shadow. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, you don't. You have your short bow out and not any melee weapon.
Damn it.
Meaning that the white comes flying forwards with its longsword held out, and it's trying to skewer you with the longsword. Lloyd? Are you casting shield?
I will cast shield.
As it looks like the shadowy blade is about to puncture your body, you raise your hand high and make sure to turn on the shield effect. As you raise your hand high, the magic interposes itself. What does your shield look like? Because it doesn't need to be shaped like a shield. It could be a person from your past taking the blow for you.
Oh, god damn.
I know your backstory. Could be anything.
I think I'm just gonna have it sort of be my spellbook coming up and blocking it with sort of a magic barrier on it.
Your spellbook does, and you're able to just kind of make out barely the shadowy voice of this white speaking one final time before I know you're going to just blow it up next turn with Witch Bolt. Deirdre, you're up.
Yeah, I would like to reply back to the meat sack in Orcish, please.
Sure, you can type it out if you don't want the party to understand you, or you can just say it out loud.
How do I... Oh, I can select the language.
Yeah. Hey, have a nice night, Egg. Thank you so much for coming by.
Yee. Okay. And then I'm going to use my Priest of Zeal ability. So I'm going to make an additional weapon attack as a bonus action.
Sure.
So,
It roars back at you like that.
yeah. In common, I just say whatever, and then I smack it, or I move to smack it. Target. Oh heck. Oh, I double click, right. So that's my first attack.
That hits.
And then should I roll my second attack or my damage right away?
Damage right away.
Oh, okay.
You never know, you might kill it without needing the second attack, right?
Yes. So that is 9 bludgeoning damage.
Doesn't look like it's killed it. As your warhammer slams into the side of its armor, you can hear the cracking of ribs as blood begins to spill. Black, goopy, rotting blood.
So it dies?
Not yet, but that's a nat 20. Go ahead and roll
Nice.
damage.
I have orcish. Wait, what's it called? My savage attacks.
It will
It's a
apply
trait.
automatically, so it should be
one extra
fine.
dice on the critical hit. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Oh, it didn't. I guess it is something that you need to toggle on. I'm sorry.
Are you
One
sure?
second.
I thought I saw
Yeah.
two D8s.
You're supposed to have a third D8 being an orc.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Should I roll another D8 and just...
Oh,
add
that's
what I
interesting.
already
So the
rolled?
way that it works is that on your weapons, you're going to set up an extra critical dice. So in that magnifying glass beside them, just trying to figure out how to do so. Give me a moment.
Yeah.
You might have some homework
Oh.
along with Mora, because I don't actually know how to set this up. Oh, here it is. So at the very, very top, I'm going to actually do this for you just because I've never had to do this before. You're my first half-orc player in a while, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it only on
special.
melee, or is it on ranged as well?
I believe... Well, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't specify.
Let me double check.
It's just attack.
For the melee
Use the
weapon
attack
attack
action.
specifies
okay.
melee weapon. Okay, I've added it in the thing for future reference. What I did is I went to the very top of your actions page, and in the top of the table that says weapon, there's a little magnifying glass there. I hit it, and there's extra crit dice melee 1. I put that in, closed it out. So, how do you finish off this guy?
Can I roll my...
Yeah, oh yeah, roll another die if you want. Go on and add another. Roll
4.
one more.
It's for fun. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I want to like accordion him. So I do the first smack, and it's like, well, one more, and then I bop him on the head, and he kind of crumples down into a flattened pile.
Sure,
Can
you
I
leap
do
upwards.
some flavor?
Yeah, of
Because
course.
there's going to be something that happens when he dies near me.
Yeah, go ahead. I know what you're doing. Go ahead.
Yeah, as he crumples to the ground, Xander like quickly scrambles up to him and like grabs him by like the front of like whatever his robes or bandages are, and like takes like a sharp breath like from right in front of him, and you'll see some like dark light transfer from the body into her, and she looks bolstered.
Is this that I would recognize? Is this familiar to me?
No, definitely
Okay,
not.
okay.
But it's pretty.
Just
fuck-
yeah.
She
But
stands
it's
up
pretty
and it's like,
fucked up.
she stands up and like looks at her hands and like kind of like flexes her hands. It worked, and her eyes like go really wide.
You know how to apply the effect that you've gotten?
It's just temporary HP,
Correct.
so I just add it to the temporary.
No,
HP box.
because there's a way to do it actually.
Oh, there is. Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
But so first off, you're going to hit the magnifying glass beside the ability. I don't want to say its name out loud. You should see a bunch of different tabs there. You should see one that is at the very top and has a number 5 beside it, correct?
Wait, I don't see a
You see-
magnifying glass next to the ability.
Which ability do you... Well, I'm going to just say the word then, Touch of Death. You don't see the magnifying
Yes.
glass?
I don't have a magnifying glass next to the ability.
And you're
on
under
my
your
features.
actions tab.
Under my actions. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was under the ability.
Yeah, anytime that you need to apply anything to your sheet or change
I
an
still
automatic effect.
don't have. I have one in features, but I don't have next specific.
Yeah, scroll down to where it says Monk Actions and Effects, and you'll see Touch of Death there with the effect.
Oh, got it.
Yep.
Okay.
And you're gonna open it up. You're gonna hit the button that's applicable. You don't need to target yourself. It'll just go off. Perfect. There it is.
Cool.
Cool. And that's Deirdre. You still have your movement for the rest of the turn as you accordion this guy, and then Zandra just kind of seems to be wafting, like sniffing something nice, like potpourri.
I want to flavor my movement as like kind of initially backing away, like okay, and then
Sure.
I want to get next to the white and kind of clear up a couple of different avenues of attack for everybody else.
Perfect. You do so. Go ahead and end your turn on the combat tracker whenever you're done.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's all right. You don't need to apologize. Clang, clang.
So he gonna explode anyways, right?
Explode? Well, you have sneak attack on him, so you can go ahead and toggle that on.
Oh,
There's people in melee right now with him.
Sweet.
He's
So
currently
does
got
that-
his back to you, and his blade, he's trying to puncture Lloyd's magic spellbook shield.
Okay, cool. So I just click it once to add it, right?
Yep, and it's good. It's now active.
Okay. So I'm gonna like go up right behind him and I'm gonna stab him right in the with my rapier.
I thought you were gonna say butt. I don't know why.
I'm gonna stab him in the butt.
In the booty.
Not the booty. Oh.
You weren't targeting him, so drag and drop the 13 onto his token.
Oh, you can just drag it?
Yep, after you roll, if you weren't targeting someone correctly, you can drag and drop it, and ittle tell you if you hit or not. It says you hit.
Cool.
That's so cool.
That is
Now,
really cool. Oh.
Go ahead and roll that damage, because you are... oh, wait, target him first. Target him now.
Oh, I got a target still. Okay.
Yep, now roll the damage.
Get him.
Yeah.
Damn! That's a lot of damage.
As the shadow dissipates, it whispers a final word in Elvish. As you just puncture through it, and how do you finish it off?
I'm just gonna like just give him a good stab, just right all the way through up to the hilt of the rapier in the back.
You do so, and it looks like the creature has taken enough impacts and punctures into its shadowy form that it suddenly just dissipates, leaving no trace of it behind. With that, this area of the tomb is quiet again.
I'm gonna walk up to Deirdre.
Deirdre.
Deirdre. And I'm gonna whisper. Quick question, actually. Would I know? Oh, hang on, I missed this.
While you're doing that, Zandra quickly pulls out her notebook and very frantically starts scribbling notes in her book.
Would I know if what was whispered earlier in Elvish, if that is a god or goddess I would know of? Or do I need to roll
Alter?
something for it?
Roll me a religion.
No, earlier. I mean,
Nazem?
both of them, I guess. No, I don't think I could see that, because that was in Orcish.
What are you looking for?
It says Ravina.
Oh yeah, Ravina, roll me a religion.
I mean, I heard the other one too, so let me roll for both of them.
With an 8, yes, Ravina is a very, very major goddess. She is the goddess of the sun, and the primary goddess of the mercenaries that you've been traveling with. They call themselves Ravina's Spears.
I'm going to just mention, Lady Deirdre. Oh my god, I can't do it. I'm giving up. Deirdre.
Wait, D.
Deirdre. Jesus.
D-E-E is fine as a nickname.
D.
D.
Lady D. Are there any symbols around this room that remind you of your goddess Ravina? Because the spectre was crying out after you hit it with your divine magic about asking what trigger it was. Is this tomb devoted to followers of Ravina?
I wouldn't think so. The undead orc that we fought cried out about Valter. Kept saying Valter's madness will be stopped or will not be stopped.
Will be stopped.
Valter's madness will be stopped.
Out of curiosity, Lloyd, those skulls you put on the ground earlier that crumbled to dust, were they orcish and human in nature? No, not human, elvish in nature.
There was one for each kind of race.
Yes, but the ones that crumbled.
All of them crumbled.
One of them,
Yeah, they-
Oh, all of them crumbled, okay.
yes, all of the skulls crumbled, and there was an elf and a half-orc skull in there. And I believe a half-elf as well, wasn't there?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's a warrior of each of those races resting here. And if so, we might have to be ready for another fight.
Find out. Are you two feeling up for it? Deirdre kind of looks at Clang Clang and Lloyd.
I'm fine to go on.
I'm fine to go on.
Clank starts climbing the sarcophagus.
Well, it's sarcophagus artwork on the ground, right? It's
Yes.
like an
It's not a real
actual-
sarcophagus. It's just artwork on the
Oh,
ground.
okay.
I'm just climbing.
I can
Alright.
try to heal you more, but I don't know what else we're gonna face in here, and I'd prefer not to use more magic if absolutely necessary, or unless absolutely necessary.
The thing that came out of the right side sarcophagus, did it like have to open something up, or did it just kind of appear?
The coffin lids blew open and launched them out.
I'm gonna look inside this left side one then to see if there's anything inside.
Yes. Give me a moment.
The one that the orc came out of.
Yeah, that's the one that the white came out of, Martin. The one that was speaking. Sorry, Valentin. The one that's speaking Elvish.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted to check out.
Give me a sec.
Right before it passed, it said something about rage.
Inside, you find a total of just the coffins for both of them, assuming that you look in both. There is piles and piles of gold in each. So you'll have to double these numbers. 1,700 silver and 170 gold pieces.
Hot damn.
The voice rumbles throughout the tomb. Again, as you're discovering these coins. And I will add them to the party sheet. You don't need to add them to your inventory.
Awesome, thank you.
Xandra will also search through the undead orc and see if there's anything there.
Was it just the money for both?
Sorry, I'm just typing right now. I'll get it in a sec. So I'm sorry. So there's just a total of 3,400 loose silver and 340 loose gold. Are you guys gathering it all up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will add it to the party sheet. And whenever you're ready, you can tell me to divvy it up fairly between everybody. If you wanted to pause a moment and do that now, I've got a button that will just give it through every party member automatically.
Awesome.
Yeah, nothing bad will ever come from taking cursed money from me.
Lloyd, do you translate for anyone? As it's the same language as before, rumbling throughout the entire dungeon.
The voice wants us to take the money and leave.
The what now? I didn't hear this first word you said.
The voice. That loud rumbling that we keep hearing.
Yeah.
Split up the gold and silver between everybody fairly, by the way. It's done now.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's great. Thanks.
Well, we already found this much loot. Why would we turn it back now?
Is there anybody that has some sort of insight on past affairs or famous people? I'm not exactly a history buff. Maybe if we can try to figure out who this, Walter is or was, it might kind of give us a bit more insight as to what's going on here, right?
Well,
I'm not very well schooled in that manner.
I did go to
Apologize.
college. But I'm afraid Walter isn't part of my curriculum.
One thing that you're able to note, though, is that it is in the naming convention of Sveland.
It does sound like a
Svelish name.
Svelish name. From the islands down south.
Yeah, I know nothing. I know exactly as much as I thought I knew.
You go, yes, Svelish.
Oh, that negative modifier is sad.
Zandra,
That's what I was like.
well, it follows the naming convention of Sveland. You don't actually know of anyone who's been named Walter for the last long time. You're able to tell it is likely a human Svelish name.
It's a human what name? Spellish?
Svelish. Sveland
Oh,
is a
so.
country to the south, a frozen nation on the other side of the mountains of Kadrin. Contact with them is generally cut off, and they even speak a older style of common that makes them difficult to understand. They tend to raid along the coasts of Rebios, Usteos, and the various western kingdoms on the continent of Bailan.
Like I said, I'm no history expert, but it might have some strange connection to that town, but it's probably very likely unconnected, and I don't think anybody's been named sorry, it was Velter?
Walter.
Walter.
In a very, very long time.
Well, maybe it's somebody who originally tried to enter the tomb, or was a threat to whoever's housed here. Either way, we won't really know until we go in, right?
By the way, River, I did search the undead orc. Was there anything on him?
His battle axe, but otherwise, the armor he was wearing is very, very rusted and old. He was mostly relying on his undead flesh to provide his high AC. But he did have that neat-looking battle axe, not magical or anything, but very odd-looking. You haven't seen a weapon in that style in a long time.
Is it in decent condition?
The weapon is in flawless condition.
She'll pick it up.
Okay, add a battle axe to your
she
inventory.
she picks it up and she looks to Deirdre. You wouldn't happen to have any need for this, would you? You're the only one here I think would wield one. Something this big.
You are
Is it
proficient in it.
two-handed?
It is two-handed, but you are proficient with it.
Yeah, I'd prefer to use my hammer for now, but might as well
Would
pack
you-
it along.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I could even carry it for you if you like. I don't really have much in my inventory. You can just hold on to it, and if you need it, I'll give it to you.
I'm
not
also
one for
happy to carry
collecting
it if you'd
things.
prefer.
Perfect, here you go. She'll hand it off.
Perfect. So what I'm going to do, so this way you have it, is you should see it in the party sheet inventory section. Just go ahead and drag and drop that link onto your inventory, and you'll have a battle axe. The white, however, the one with the shadowy blade, it dissipated entirely, leaving nothing behind.
Another quick question. How long does temporary HP last?
Until your next short or long rest.
Woohoo.
Or you get new temporary HP, I think, right?
Yep, or if you get new temporary HP. The new temporary HP will overwrite the old temp HP.
Ah, it doesn't stack. Got it.
Yeah.
Dang.
Alright, and with that, why don't we go on a short break now, guys? We're over our 2-hour point. We can take a break here, right?
Yeah, I am really close to passing out, so...
Well, we'll talk about it on the break if anybody needs to go now, or if you want to continue or carry on. But we'll be right back, chat, and transition! Meantime, don't forget that this is a subathon donathon. As you can see, we've done a lot of stuff. On my Discord channel, chat is going to be helping me pick a new profile picture for the entire month of October. As long as it's term of service applicable, it's fine. So DM me, I almost said email, DM me your contributions to that now. In addition, chat gets to draw an emote that will be added to my Discord and Twitch permanently. So draw up whatever you want to be an emote and send it in. Also, we've hit the point where chat also gets to name an NPC and a country in this world that you're seeing playing in right now. Both will be important to the plot and the story. But stay tuned on my Twitter as well, because coming up I'll be publishing River's official lore, and I have to do a not safe for work dub, thanks to how far we've gotten. So that'll be fun. Lastly, we are currently at 103 for subs. Another 12, and chat gets to order my dinner. There's a lot of other great rewards coming up, including a Vroid model, so that's why I can participate in VR chat, face cam, a gender-bent version of River, and at the max tier, if we hit 700, chat gets to pick a new tattoo for me that will go on my IRL body, and potentially River's model as well. So thank you so much, guys. We'll be back in, let's do 10 minutes. And, yeah. See you in a bit. Bye for now, friends. everybody, we're back, sort of. Remember how I said on the break that we started a little late? This is like normally our end time. Valentin, Mora, some others, myself included, we do have a very tight schedule for this campaign right now. We're trying to work it out and get better scheduling in the future so we can play and stream longer for you all. But today we've decided that this sounds like a really good stopping. So thank you guys so much for coming out. We're going to rate another great content creator right away. And as always, my fellow VTubers are going to get to pick who. The people on my list streaming right now. Oh, there's a lot of them. Fox Scotty, Deadly Desire, The Lovely Casey, Kirisu, Sago, Rika, T-Dog, Celine, Ryle, Mermaid, Oracle, Kamini. Jesus. Okay, maybe I just pick for a change. There's a lot of them. Yeah, there's a lot of people on. Let's see. You know what? We're gonna raid another member of Chisana, the VTuber group that I'm in. Her name is Faina Celine. She really likes playing D&D as well. She is currently playing Undertale. So we're gonna go ahead and give her a raid. Give her the old hello. Thank you for saying that it's Chisana. She's really, really cool, guys, so if you want to support another great creator, give her a follow, you know, tell her, hey, what's going on? River Raid! Also, I just realized I'm dying with her whole, like, aquatic theme and me being a river. Fish and water. Oh my god, I feel like there's something there.
These colors don't run! I'm sorry. Gross. These colors do run, yes.
What?
Don't worry about it, just...
I didn't get it.
You'll understand when you're older.
Yeah, we're gonna give her a big ol' hello, so get in there, yell River Raid, or yell any of the other VTubers raid thing, like Fish Raid or whatever.
I'm just gonna start yelling.
Once again, for tonight, this was your cast. If you're not following them, go follow them. They're awesome. Holy shit. We got Mora, who played Clang Clang, the rogue. Riley, who did Lloyd, the mage. Valentin, who did Valentin, the fighter.
The Valentin.
Valtria, who did Zandara, the monk. And our newest member, who is, like, really cool and did an amazing job, especially new to D&D, but not new to D&D, but new to Fantasy Grounds, Undyne! Alright, I'm hitting that raid button. Let's go say hi.
Bye.